We're live. Simple as that. No starting soon screen for myself because DE have one. But we are ready for the co-stream. Let's send out the we are live announcement to the Discord. That is sent. Let's make sure the Twitch stuff is working. Good. Good. Yep, looking all green on those sides. Excellent. Everything is up and running. That's one of the reasons I usually have a starting soon screen, is to check all of those things are fine and dandy and all sent. But, you know, like I say, we don't need a starting soon screen today. Words. Hello, Killian. Welcome on in. And yes, I am a few minutes early on live compared to normal because the Devstream starting soon timer has already started. I think I might as well. Things are ready enough to go, so let's go. Welcome on in, welcome, welcome. I've got my tea ready to go. That is all lovely as well. No delays like last time, thankfully. Well, no delays at the moment. They've got the starting soon time on. There have been times where that time has had to restart and just launch whenever it launches, but that's just kind of how it goes, isn't it? Cheers, Aussie. I've been looking some more at the Sentinel guns throughout today, leveling up some of them, trying out different builds, seeing how far I can take them, what the strengths and weaknesses are. Basically following on from the stream on Wednesday, just seeing how much more power I can kind of put through them to test the limits. One interesting thing I've discovered, and this is probably a bug, is that the Artax has 16 times the fire rate it's supposed to have. Not sure why on that, but it does. What kind of tea do I have there? Just a good old English breakfast with a dash of milk. Simple as that. But yeah, 16 times fire rate is bonkers. I don't know why the Artax has such an insane fire rate. I have tested it in Simulacrum and in Mission, and it is indeed applying procs to that extent. And if it's applying the procs to that extent, we can assume the fire rate is actually working that way. Which is kind of wild. This means that it actually outpaces a lot of other weapons for Sentinels, because it's simply just so effective as a status spreader. Or status applicator, I suppose I should say. It doesn't do a lot of spreading, but status application to a single target. Further review Shivering Contagion, of course. Evening, Caesar. How you doing? You think you're trying Spiff and Brit's tea, but you don't know? Doesn't look that good? I have no idea what it looks like or even what it is. Didn't even know they had one, so fair enough. Evening, Naz, right away. Well, Mantis, well. You know what I have to say on that. Yes, welcome on in. Once you have finished arriving. I just accidentally closed a window. I hate it when my mouse snags a corner like that. Oops, let's reopen that lot. Hope nothing broke. There we go. Welcome back, Mantis. Welcome back. If you occasionally see the Twitch overlay on this stream, by the way, it's because the way I'm co-streaming it is I also have basically the Twitch feed into my computer and then out to you guys with me on top of it. Warframe are so good at maintaining the volume control. Like, why is this one so much louder than the other stuff? That instead, I am the sound engineer. And so I need the ability to interact with it live and quick, and it creates this overlay. So yeah, that's just a thing that happens. But yeah, I don't want that at full volume at this point in time. In fact, I've turned it right the way down. You all should be hearing it about the same volume as me, I hope. So, yeah. Just to avoid not having proper volume control. We'll occasionally get the overlay pop up if I mouse over it by accident. Cheers, Kelton. And welcome on in. Naturally, we are expecting to see a whole bunch about 1999. It's not going to be all that spoilery. D are pretty good at avoiding actual story spoilers, but they will be showing more than we have seen before, so just bear that in mind for anyone who wants to go in completely blind into 1999, or at least as blind as you can be from this point. That we'll probably see things which indicate parts of gameplay and story to expect. I mean, that's kind of why we're here. So, in case that was unclear to anyone, bear that in mind. Jay cheers. Hello, Rev. Welcome on in. I will say I didn't partake in the ARG really myself, Moon.
I forgot when my sub ran out, so I need Albrecht to tell me I'm late.
Oh, I'm sure Albrecht will get around to that. Don't you worry, Ronald. They will not be too late on that themselves. Thank you very much for the prime resub there at 23 months on the channel. Much appreciated. Cheers. Ah. Imagine all the TFD guys saying text like code looks like Ajax from that game. Hope they do not change the design though. TFD, the first Descendant? Yeah. Other games can do what other games do, and we'll leave the copying claims
Decided to join
the lawyers.
and cannot be bothered with the ads the few times I am watching the stream.
Hey! Mantis, thank you very much for subscribing there at Tier 1. Give yourself that lovely bronze badge. Thank you very much for joining in, and it is nice to get rid of the ads, absolutely. And J Druid, thank you for subscribing as well for yourself there. Up onto 3 months, you got the lovely silver badge next to your name. You just had to one-up Mantis, didn't you? All the same, thank you to the both of you there. Much appreciated. Cheers. Kelton, gonna watch Devstream here, but have it open on another screen for the drop. Okay. Just make sure you do keep an eye on that to make sure the drop does work. Usually the drops are just on the main stream, and I don't think any different of today. I don't think it's any different today. So yeah. Just make sure those drops do actually proceed as you expect. Keep eye on them. Alright, here we go. And here we are. I will try and manage the volume as we go through. What are the drops again? Good question. I forgot. I'll be honest, I completely forgot what the drops are today. Ah, they've got more songs for online. Oh, it's a combined Tau Arkham Shard today. Okay. Once again, they are definitely capturing the nature of this kind of pop group.
Kinky is free.
Penguin, thank you for the 11-month free sub. Cheers for that. Oh. Cheers indeed. Anyone else thinking of the despair weapon? Fair do, Danny Groove. I will dodge that story if it's so crazy and crime filled. This is, yeah, straight up exactly the boy band vibe they were going for originally. When are they turning into cursed beings? They already have. That's the true despair. Oh, it's still going. Okay. Fantastic! Thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs out to the community here. Thank you very much for giving those out to Doofenstein, Attila the Mom, Templar Warden, Asian Invasions, and Major Monks. Well, wasn't that nice?
The online fan club. We are your dedicated fan club members. Welcome. Well, the community unlocked the second track thanks to all their hard work. So
detectives that got through all of our puzzles.
They sure did.
Is that stream slightly darker than normal?
You have, as a community, have earned the Great Despair song preview drop. It's going to be available everywhere after the stream. You can get it on Spotify's.
Yep.
And
that
things
signal
that
will
are
spread.
like that I don't know anymore.
Get those Discmans ready.
Get those Discmans ready. But welcome to our last dev stream of the year. Before we get to housekeeping and going through some things, we should just, do a little introductions and explain who's where, because we have new faces, returning faces, old but new faces.
Hey, old.
When was the last time you were on a dev stream?
Was Reward for solving the
Japan.
RG?
Okay,
Honestly, can't remember.
That's fine.
No, wait.
Very recent
Wasn't
end, of
Reward Dark
course.
Sector?
I am also old.
Okay, so, just to go through the state of
the
things,
architecture in the back?
Steve is
Yes.
sick.
Steve is very
Jeff just couldn't make it
Yeah.
for work reasons and
Yep. Potentially, there's snowfall coming.
yeah,
too
there's
that's
driving
tracking.
risks.
Yes.
Megan is spending time with Bogey, so Megan can't be here today. I'm taking the host chair, and unlike Megan, I print the agenda. So this is a very, very old school dev
When do you
stream.
think you'll have reading glasses to see the agenda?
I have them in my trench coat pocket.
Okay.
And then, so that's sort of the state if you're familiar. If this is your first dev stream, well, let's just start off with a fresh intro. My name is Rebecca Ford. I used to host these. I'm the creative director of Warframe, and I'm joined by some lovely people. Connor.
Sure. Hi, my name's D.E. Connor. I'm the lead community developer. That kind of just means I wear a bunch of different hats, a little design, a little production. I DM'd on a stream somewhat recently. That was fun.
I did catch that,
I'm here to
yep.
talk about the amazing 1999 update.
Connor has a very, very special role to play today. I'm very excited. Connor's worked here for almost 10 years now, so he's been a part of Warframe since early days. So he's been in front of the scenes, behind the scenes. There is no Warframe without Connor and the team there, so thank you for joining us. And then we got Eric.
Hey everybody, audio lead. Nice to see y'all.
And anything to say about the Great Despair? Where did that come from?
Yeah, that was. It came from 1999. We found it on Napster, and we were. I think this will work.
Don't tell Lars. He's
gonna shut it down.
Napster back.
That's a IoT joke for all you Lars heads out there.
Lars, if you're watching.
No last name
sorry.
used. Who are we
Lars,
talking about? Couldn't it be?
Which Lars could be?
Which Lars could it be? Please no. Welcome to the stream. We got lots to talk about today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Pablo, design director, common visitor here.
I'm holding space for
Yep.
you. This is stream.
I didn't know that.
What's going on?
I didn't know that.
Okay, and
Yeah, and I'm in my old spot here.
You are!
I'm Sheldon,
Hello in the
president
night.
of DE.
Good
I'm very
afternoon,
happy to
Ken.
be here on the
You
last
doing
stream
good
before
today?
1999.
I saw someone
Always doing
yelling,
good.
is that
Thank
the
you very
president?
much. Much appreciated for the 9-month resub.
Yeah.
Cheers.
this must be an important stream.
Yeah, that's why.
I'm actually feeling a little pressure.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, because it's like,
We're in our evaluation,
I
right?
know, yeah, like this is our, this is our review. Okay, well, let's just go right ahead and talk about online. The Great Despair is the second track that dropped only because you guys solved it, so way to go. This song,
That's the reward,
video,
okay.
the music is all going to be out for you to listen to, like we said. And because like any good boy band from the 90s, they have a merch line.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Of course
so-
they do.
My
Yeah,
God.
there is a merch line.
Including cards. I love it.
You can pre-order it. So if you go to store.warframe.com, you can pre-order the online merch. So it's up to you. If you want to show your fandom, if you want, Drillbit to notice you, I don't know.
Are those retro trading cards?
They are. Remember,
Trading
like,
cards are cool.
yeah, they're like holographic, like you used to get in your fan kits. So
It is a cool shirt,
like
yeah.
perhaps if someone really liked boy bands, they could buy it.
someone.
Someone in their life.
We don't know. We're all. That's why I'm a detective today. We're all looking for who did
Let's get
this.
much more turn of the century than the
All
actual
right,
CD.
so
Yeah.
if you are watching on Twitch, make sure your account is connected so you can get the Twitch drop today, which is a little bit of a Archon shard grab
I say
bag.
that,
You
and then I
could
got a
get
CD for my
violet,
birthday this
emerald,
year,
or
so.
topaz. Archon shard. Why? What's the brown?
And lots of Kendrick yells.
Oh yeah, okay. Wow, we are way too contemporary this stream. We need to dial it back.
future.
Yeah, this is 1999 only. Law and Order outfit.
I don't know.
Guy. People. And then after the stream, for Devstream is in game.
Hey, look at that,
What?
all the mustards.
Oh, mustard. Okay. Actually, are there hot dogs in the mall?
I haven't seen a hot dog in
think
my
it's just
travels. A lot of
Oh,
pizza.
there's a hamburger place. There is mustard in the mall. It's in the yellow environment. Yeah, no, there is mustard.
Rep
Is that where
spends,
the?
Rep who spends lots of time role
You hype
playing
for
in
the
the
t-shirt,
relay.
let's-
Yeah. No, there is. It's here burger
I don't
and stuff.
think you
Yeah, no,
need
there
to
is
be
mustard
in
the
the
mall.
Twitch shirt or the Warframe stream to
There are
get
2
the
alerts after the
shirt.
stream: Orokin Reactor Blueprint and Orokin Catalyst Blueprint. So stay for the drop. And then once we say our goodbyes, hop in game and grab those so you can upgrade, maybe get them, hold on to them so you can use them on something we're going to show you later in this stream.
Dan will not be
Part of
doing those.
housekeeping, we are going to continue. Megan did a very good job organizing this. I'll go through it, but this one is important to spend a little bit of time. Oh, actually, her sentence. Buckle in, because we've got fun housekeeping to go through.
Housekeeping's so much
Buckle up.
fun. Let's do it.
Buckle in.
Take it.
It's not quite the
We got a
same
plaque.
as
This is the
historical phrase.
from the Princess Margaret Foundation. We have raised over $1 million. We have,
Unbelievable.
we have officially
helped
crossed
on
the
that.
$1 million commitment with our Quest to Conquer Cancer campaign as a community, as a team here. Since we started this in 2020, we have officially crossed the 1 million milestone. We weren't sure if we did it this year, so then the team did some calculations based on like some of the rollover, and the team at Princess Margaret sent us this plaque to sort of acknowledge
Not to
how,
forget, this
as a
community here,
we've
this
done and
channel,
we have truly
we
passed
raised
the $1 million mark, which is just
11,000 of
incredible.
that.
I almost feel like it should be the community
Like,
saying
that's
this.
huge.
I'm just letting you know what you've accomplished,
Yeah,
and
you guys did this.
it's incredible.
Yeah,
so
thank you so much.
and we also have so
You
since
compare the
this
size of
campaign
Warframe
in,
as a whole
October, the
to the
Quest to Conquer
the
Cancer
size
in
of this
October
channel.
happened, we also put
That's
some
huge.
merchandise on sale, the Conquera merch and other things. And in addition to this, we've also donated everything from that, which is $18,845.83. So we have additional donations that are being made, even though the campaign is no longer running. We are still making donations thanks to your buy-in to the merchandise and other things. So thank you.
That's fantastic.
Great to
And
hear.
as a result of all these things, we do unlock some in-game perks just to sort of make it fun and gamified during the campaign, including the 2x Affinity Booster. It's live until December 2nd at 2 p.m.
Nice.
Busy Booster
Go
live till
grind.
December
Yeah.
2nd.
Or not.
so
You
that
could.
is
If
basically
you
a weekend.
wanted
Cool.
to.
Yeah,
It's easier.
if you wanted to, you
If
could.
you feel like it.
Yeah, whatevs, right?
Dan
and then,
will have to
Tenobomb
use
also
that,
starts
'cause
in
it's-
December. It's
it's
almost
automatic.
that time again. Tenobomb is just around the corner, starting December 2nd. If you gift in-game on all platforms, you'll
very
be helping us reach
festive
donation
picture.
tiers
Love it.
for Toys for Tots.
Dante is
And
70.
with this, we are bringing back the Snow Day Showdown, so there will be some snowball fights coming.
Dante Santa.
I know!
It's perfect.
Look at the beard with the stocking
it.
on it. I know.
Brilliant.
Oh, and the vent kids. Yeah.
Reading his book to the kids.
The grimoire of
It makes
the
sense.
naughty
It's the
and
Ben
nice
Kids,
list.
yeah.
You don't want to be on that.
Get off. And then we also have Black Friday sales on, because I think that's today.
Oh yeah.
So-
Guys, I gotta go.
I know.
There's Christmas presents to buy.
5 TVs to
Oh,
purchase.
so if you're already on the store from the online merch, there's a sale. Statues,
what
novels,
statues?
and more. There's a sale on, and there's supporter packs on sale in game.
Sales?
So if you
Okay.
don't want any merch from the store.warframe, we put the Jade Chorus pack, the Starter Weapon pack, and the Dante Chronicles pack. They're all on sale until December 3rd.
Nice.
And I think some of
I
these
don't
are
know
being
what's in
retired
some of those
after.
packs, but
So-
fair do.
Okay.
I won't make you guess, but I'm sure someone, all of them are?
Dante.
Oh, Dante's being retired after. Oh, man with his beard.
He's going back up north.
Going to the home. Oh, I see. He's got places to be.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, got
It's
it.
that time of year.
Dante class. Yeah, so Dante will be retired after this. Oh, and then if you're in our
They mean
Discord,
Dante Park.
Discord, got new stickers for $19.99 from the lovely Primed Average. If you don't know who these characters are, it will make sense after the stream. But all of these stickers are available in our Discord, so you can join on that. You can click
I
around.
think we recognize all of
post the
those.
stickers.
Eleanor's my spirit animal.
Yeah, that's she's so me.
5 a.m.
That's
Eleanor.
literally me.
For real.
Actually, I'm probably more a mirror at the end of the day now that I think about it. Couch, phone over face. Yeah, that'll do it.
That's cool.
All right. Okay. Now this is sort of
can't do the
a
whole
choose your own
phone
adventure
directly
housekeeping
overhead
item.
thing. I'll just
We
drop
have an
it.
announcement about the Game Awards where we're giving away the Nyx Warframe as a drop. Now choose your own adventure.
Okay.
Do you care or not? We're about to announce the Nyx rework, so you should care. But you also might be like, oh, I don't like Nyx. But maybe you'll care after the rework announcement on this stream. So
I think it's more likely that people who are watching this already have Nyx for the last 10 years.
yeah, but imagine your friend doesn't, and you're
Exactly.
like, yes.
Who doesn't have that?
Yeah, actually, this
I
isn't
mean,
for you, it's for your friend.
Nyx is really so easy to get.
Yeah,
Dan
exactly.
got
I think you
Nyx
could gift to
without trying.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, not Nyx Prime because you can't feed Helminth's primes. So for our veteran players, it's free Helminth food. So
Lots of yay free slots.
see, and it's a free slot actually, and we have more to talk about.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's actually.
More on that
yeah.
subject.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Okay.
Did those-
So
did
that's not.
Reb really
that's
not
the
know?
only Game Awards announcement. We have another one, which is I don't know if there's an asset for this. Oh no, it's not that one. Go back.
Nope.
It's we will actually be there. So Digital Extremes is going back
There'll be
to
a
the
Game
Game
Awards.
Awards. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's kind of related. We are going back. Our flights are booked. Tune in to the Game Awards to hear more about the release date for 1999. If you don't know, Game Awards are on December 12th. We will be there.
So-
We will be up there talking to you about the release date for
Are
1999.
you going to be there, Rob?
So they're announcing
just me going.
when they'll be
On
announcing
stage. A big team's coming.
the
It's gonna be
release
awesome.
date.
I think there's like 10 of us going for a lot of different events, but
Okay.
on stage,
On
All right.
stage detective work.
Good old
let's practice.
housekeeping.
Jeff, I'm so excited to be here.
Eric's like, I got to be Jeff Keighley.
Oh no! Where am I? What day is it?
The basement, Jeff.
What year is it? Yeah.
The basement. Make Bellagio win.
Fairly certain I've seen
No
this
threats.
question. A prelude to
All right, but yeah, we'll do that.
Warframe.
See you there, and we'll also be there on Giant Bomb at Night. So now
here
we're
we go.
committed. We are sponsoring the Giant Bomb at Night pre-show the day before the Game Awards. The one and only Jeff Grubb is hosting this with lots of talented folks at Giant Bomb. Warframe is sponsoring it and just making it as 1999 as possible. So we'll also be there talking about some things and stuff with an amazing group. So look forward to that.
That is.
That's two things for your calendars.
It's a big night.
It is. a
Can't
big
say
night. There's two
I,
big nights.
2 big nights.
And
I
one of
have
them's
not
at
any
night.
idea what that normally is, but hey, Giant Bomb are doing something with
I know.
Warframe for 6 hours on a stream.
Oh, okay. I would say we're 80% done housekeeping.
Okay.
Dark Sector's free right now. Free to claim.
That
You
it
know,
is.
how,
so
you know how
cool.
hard we worked on that?
Get
to
it for
just
free on
give it away
Steam.
for
I know,
free?
I know.
I guess that's like all Warframe too.
Yeah. It's until November 30th at noon Eastern time. Get it while you can. Free to keep on Steam. Go claim it.
That's awesome.
Oh my God.
The team
You
has
don't
had
have
a
to install it.
big
You don't have to
lockdown
play it. You
everywhere.
can just hit claim, and then it's yours forever. Simple as that.
Tweet about Dark
I know.
Sector. Oh man.
It's crazy, and it's free.
Yeah, it's free.
Android pre-reg is open. ! Android will take you to the pre-registration page and FAQ and our new key art, evergreen key art for it.
Wow. Yeah, that looks awesome.
It looks so good. Everyone is. It's probably
is
the most.
nice.
Because like Android's
Nice
up over there
composition.
somewhere.
No, it's because there's a sentient Murex, and they're all trying.
Oh, they're all trying.
Yeah, they're trying hard.
How can I bullet jump that high? That's what I want to know.
Pablo, rework bullet jumping when?
Cynthia.
And then we
We
also
could already
have a
bullet
sort of
jump pretty
pre-announcement
damn
for
high.
TennoCon 2025. We're just giving you a heads up. We already did announce the date. This is a reminder that it is July 18th and 19th next year, and we're going to be putting tickets on sale earlier than we usually do, and we're going to announce the date with a little bit more advance notice so you guys can prep. So this is an announcement to the
Okay.
announcement, but
Yeah, although it has the announcement. Yeah,
Again,
Whatever.
consider yourselves
Just
announced.
exactly. If you thought before we didn't give you enough warning.
Now we've
now
warned you
have-
that we're giving you warning. So no, it's important to know that we're launching them early next year, and this is really a date reminder. So the Pables, so it's Pablo with an E. I'm gonna start calling you Pables.
Tables.
Fable. All right, and finally we have shown you. This is the last piece of housekeeping, and it is the first in-game look at Rhino Heirloom. So this is something,
Okay.
it's not really housekeeping as much as
Oh,
it is
yeah.
Oh my God.
like for those of you who don't know, this was Minky started the heirloom line. Rhino heirloom came
We had
from
seen
him,
this,
and we are releasing it
up and
early
coming
next
from the
year.
last one,
So,
yep.
you know, speaking of 2025, and here you have an in-game look at Rhino heirloom, and I can say we are looking into iron skin alts for this, so that it doesn't cover the frame.
Oh, what it means is the selector.
The selector, yeah. So just keep that in mind. We know.
Yeah, if they do
we're
similar to
hearing
Zaka,
factory
where you
frame
could just choose to
enjoyers,
have it
and
not
look
show
forward to
would be
learning more about
nice.
that next year. Hell yeah.
Maximum fashion frame.
Maximum.
A worthy follow-up to the best heirloom skin of all time, the last
Truly.
one we had.
Yeah, Ember is quite popular. We don't know why.
Why? Because
But,
DE are
let's
putting
do our
in
first
work. That's
platinum
why.
prize.
Oh,
Let's do it. I forgot we did these during the stream.
yeah. It's like old hat for you.
I know. Let's see.
Where's
it should
the
appear
roll?
somewhere.
It's taking its time.
Are there a lot of viewers? A lot. Okay, I'm going to do my bit now then.
Okay.
A lot of
They've
people
apparently
said I
got so
looked
many
like
viewers, it's taking time to
Yeah.
run a giveaway. That's a thing.
the trench coat. Are you ready?
So watch out for
Let's see who's
POS.
claiming it today.
going
It's
on?
gone
What's
to
underneath
the trench coat?
Heirloom skin under there?
like Saki.
Like
wait.
Saki. Like Saki, you won 1,000 platinum, and it is another trench coat.
Oh, one of those.
It's like a Matryoshka.
Matryoshka
warm.
trench coat.
I got 2 trench coats on. Enjoy your 1,000 platinum. I got 2 trench coats on. All is well.
Cheers, Lloyd.
Underneath the trench coat.
There's only trench coats all the way down.
Trench coats all the way down. It's 2 trench coats. All right, that's like I was going to use it as like an iron skin joke, but I forgot. So
Oh, I see.
Yes.
we're two
Mic check.
trench.
This way?
Ruffle, ruffle,
All
ruffle.
right.
Hey, sorry about that.
Warframe 1999. The rest of the stream is dedicated to everything we've been working on, talking you through probably the most gameplay we will have done on our stream all year. So it is the dev build. There's lots of gameplay. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
But one thing that we do want to start off with for expectation setting for 1999, as we're very close to release
Yeah.
and we're working on it, we are going to be delaying the infested coda. The Technosite coda feature is being moved to 2025. So what this
Okay.
means is, oh no, there's 2 versions of this asset. It's fine. This is all we need.
The tour is delayed.
So let me explain why. First, we would not finish it to the standard on time without other things in the update suffering. So the infested Technosite coda system is a lot of work from all teams, and the rest of the update would just not be to our standards if we released it all at once. We don't want to release it buggy, and we don't want to release it rushed.
Makes sense.
Then it's also the cleanest thing to decouple for a second heat of 1999, because it's not really tied to the quest, it's not tied to the syndicate, it is its own system. So taking it and moving it is an extremely clean break off while still giving you 1999 this year. Having said all that, there's so much in this update that we hope you can see why we're okay
We'll
with
take the rest of the
Yeah.
stream to show you how much is in there. Yeah.
Yeah, so we hope you understand. We will be as transparent as possible on everything that's coming in that system, when you can expect it. And honestly, moving it gives us more time to think through some of the feedback we got anyway. So it is a win for the system, for the team, and for you guys, even if it's disappointing, which we totally understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it became very
Makes
clear
sense.
that if we wanted to do it at the same time, we were going to have to sacrifice a lot on the quest.
Yeah.
And the quest is like obviously a very big deal and like a culmination of a lot of the planning we've been doing. So
Yep.
I'd
it
rather
just
the quest
made
be
total
top
sense for us
notch
to
than get the
move it.
weapons just a bit
and
sooner.
when someone said if they wanted to 5 forma all of them, it would take X days to get that much forma. It was like, you know what? That's when we'll release it after. I'm joking. But you can look forward to more information, soon on that. We'll get 1999 out, and then we'll give you the road to online's tour resuming. So, their tour manager just wanted too much from us. We had to.
Yeah, it's like, oh wait.
Yes.
Is there like a K-pop joke here?
And tour managers.
Actually, yes, maybe. I don't know. You want to talk about them, right? All right. So 1999 then. So where does that leave us with this update? Let's go through it. First off, this is coming in December. You know this. It does have prerequisites to play. You need to finish the Duviri Paradox and Lotus Eaters. So this
Makes
is
sense.
sort of 2 quests that are.
Yeah, they're about the same length of time, so just binge it.
Excuse me. And that's not true. But yeah, that's where you need to be if you want to play day 1 when it launches. If you're not there, don't sweat it. the updates don't go anywhere. Play at your own pace, but you can absolutely jump right into Warframe 1999 if you have these criteria done. And I have an asset here that is more of a joke for Jeff, who can't be here, but when we were talking about, quality and getting through things, this picture is the representation of probably one of the hardest things that the team has had to get working. This chair, which is a piece of a cinematic, has broken the animation team, the technical design team, the rigging team, to the point that this was created unasked by Elise on the animation team, because the thread to fix this stupid chair, it's probably 2 months of trouble. I don't even know.
Wow.
It's just ridiculous. So this chair is cursed. And we hate it.
We hate that
We
chair.
hate that chair.
I see.
It's hard, guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So we just wanted to let you know that.
You see that chair in the game.
Yeah,
Just
and you'll know too. All of you, like if you watch this Devstream, when you see that chair, you're gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
It definitely does feel like a TF2 coaster, doesn't it?
Like you'll know when you play the quest when that chair comes in. So please enjoy a glimpse into the madness that is what making a video game is like. All right, so the time.
What I'm hearing is a chair company should send such a chair to them for the next Devstream.
And even though the coda are moving, we have still a great variety of enemies coming, so no sweat. But the Scaldra, let's talk about them. They're a faction, a fearsome faction, and there's someone you haven't met yet that we're going to show you concept art for, because they are sort of a pair. They're coming as a pair, and you've met one, but you haven't met two. So let's take a look at some concept art that completes a duo that you are yet to have seen. So the Major Rusalka, she has a second in command, a right-hand man who, prior to this arcane hype, is named Victor, and all the lines are recorded with Victor, so it's too late now. But this is Victor with a K also, and he's
Victor with a K.
Victor with a K.
It's totally different.
No, it's the same.
I haven't yet watched Arcane, so fair enough. I'm not going to be cursed by such a comparison.
Victor, not from Arcane, but it's not the same. But please enjoy seeing the completed Scaldra leadership duo. You can look forward to meeting this pair in the 1999 quest and see what happens to them. And what's also very exciting, this is concept art, so look forward to the in-game stuff. This is Liger doing a great job bringing us this team. But what's also very fun is this gave us an opportunity to work with Mr. Neil Newbin again. So Neil, you'll hear in-game as Victor. So very exciting for fans of Neil. There's lots of great voice actors. Neil has joined us again, and you'll learn a lot more about that at the Game Awards as well. So very,
nothing
very
about
exciting.
this.
Some people are talking
I know. I
about
think this is our first character with tattoos. I guess the Corpus have the face tattoos.
I guess, yeah, I see what you're seeing.
like,
There,
First
it's
lower
fine.
back
I see what you're
first
seeing.
tramp stamp.
I was gonna say,
I suppose
that's my eyes are just like.
if we're saying the Major is very
I
Sarin-esque,
mean, as
then
much as that is
I guess
amazing
we
in
could draw that
concept,
together, yeah.
some scene context may have changed things. So
Fair enough.
there were some tweaks. But speaking of the Scaldra, one thing you may have noticed in the TennoCon demo is the big bad being a tank. And because we like to show you some work in progress things, we have a tiny little clip of like something you
Oh,
may.
did you capture it?
It's a little play blast of something you may not expect.
Okay.
So when you're facing off against the threat of the Scaldra, you will
exactly
see.
so, yeah.
You think you've beaten the tank, Tenno? You fools?
Whoa.
There's tech rock present.
Whoa.
Oh no.
Yeah,
There's a second phase.
out of the cubes.
Out of the Listen, so Dev Team, we show rough stuff. Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
This is how
you can
games are
look
made,
forward
but
to
oh dear.
A monster tank.
Wow.
Incredible.
Yep. So we're very excited for you to get your hands on tank.
I don't know about get your hands on it, but you get your hands crushed by a tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they're not gonna get their hands on it at all.
What we do is we
Don't
grab
grab the
one of the
tank.
giant
Okay, and then
giants in the
it
labs,
does want love.
and then we can grab the
Enough
tank and hold it
dilly-dallying.
like
I've
hamburger.
made you wait long enough.
Simple.
Play.
Am I gonna play? Yeah.
Spicy
Check your
hamburger.
agenda.
I know, it's really hard. Megan, I love you, but this just got harder.
Are you not going to show the Gunadir?
Well, we're gonna play.
Okay.
Yep. Never say
Oh,
that.
is it really
name.
that
That's
bad,
not
Arjun?
my name.
That was my proposal.
I'm not holding space for Gunadir. It's just not happening.
I
welcome,
tried
Rev.
to, no, I tried. But
That was good. You almost made it official.
There is no.
What is a Kanzerburger flow if not just a burger that regrows itself?
Oh, but there is so much chat. You know the stream is going to get wild.
Gunnadir confirmed.
There is. Okay, here's if you're bored, sorry, but
Yeah, sorry.
later in the stream, you are going to get what we're calling the Crumb Guzzler Chronicles. Stay tuned, because there is a legend that is going to be born. You're going to learn about the creator of Crumb Guzzler and what they've been doing since that fateful day.
Wow, so much lore today.
See,
Okay.
A lot
Brace.
of lead up from TennoCon to now has been the Hex, the 6 proto frames, and the most important question we've gotten is, are there floofs of them? Which, of course, the answer is yes. That's your
Has to
cue,
be.
Rue.
that's your cue.
That's your cue. That's your cue. Someone said floofs.
Rue's like, wait, there's
Gotta be one button. There it is.
There you go. All right. So here we have
button
important,
eyes.
important stuff. Yeah. So there are floofs coming, and you can get these in the, I think in the market, right? For
Yeah,
I'm
I
looking at
believe
you.
so.
Connor's like, I'm not
guess.
sure.
Don't, if you don't know, I don't know.
I'm not positive, but I think
Yeah,
so.
They have to be paid because
Definitely.
yeah, they're paid platinum. Okay, so you can come to my screen now, Rue.
Lots
Flat in
of
the market
core
to get them.
line. Yeah.
That's a core
totally.
line. All right, so we are going to
It's
go,
Caltra.
jump into 1999 and talk about the Hex. We're going to show you each of the members and what they can do for you in the Holvania Mall.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay.
So a player that has completed the 1999 quest will have this cool computer. Some of you might already have it. And this really cool mini map. We're going to just jump right to the mall. We'll talk a little bit more about all
Look
these.
at those icons.
So this is the
neat.
star
Rue
chart.
is grooving over there to
We're
the
grooving.
tunes.
What could the tank one be?
What could the tank one be? We don't know.
Very mysterious.
We,
Good for me.
We don't
Yep.
know. All right, so we're going to load in. And we're going to take a look at the Hex. Oh, look at my Sarah on a cool bike. All right. All right. Oh, we got the Dev
look at
team.
this.
Yeah,
That's
we got a full house.
Devs are all
so
hanging
we're
out.
gonna start with Arthur. So this is the Holvania Central Mall. This is the relay/hub for 1999. I think it's
Yeah,
winter.
just
It's cold.
skittering around.
Looks chilly.
So we're going to start with Arthur. So Arthur represents the leader of the syndicate.
That's a rare feeling in this line of work.
And this is where you can rank up, use resources from the update to progress
Literally
through
a syndicate.
the standing per character. Now here, sorry, not per character, just the syndicate. It's all pizza based, so please enjoy. Fresh slice, 2 for 1.
Oh, yeah.
Hot and fresh. Pizza party.
Is it dinner time?
Yeah.
It's all
So
pizza
things
based.
Are, that's how we do our rank ups here for the syndicate.
Early lunch for Arthur.
Early? Truly? Okay, let's go check the mustard. I'm sure of it. I know I saw it right
There's
here.
got to be mustard.
There was, because yeah, it's right there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's the pump
Yeah.
action mustard.
I
That's
love
mustard.
those pump
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Pump action mustards. All right. And then we have Amir. So Amir is here. Oh, he's hanging out.
It's taking a moment
So
to
Amir
chill. Didn't think it was
provides you-
possible. Oh, positioning is a bit off.
One thing I know for sure is that at 7 o'clock every morning I'll be wrenched awake. Ooh, how about this one?
Lots of stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Lots of people had questions about folks will have.
Amir's
is
bird.
going
I
to
was
be
thinking
bringing
at the
you-
same
and again, this is
time
all the
as
same
you posted
standing
that.
stuff, same syndicate,
Amir
it's
and
just different
Bird,
characters.
Bird 3, just
We're bringing back the AX-52.
maybe Amir's Bird
This
1.
is where you get your sight parts. This is where
Bird
you get your
0.
Conifex parts, which is his weapon, which we'll take a look at. And this is where you get some
Bird
Caliber
99?
Chicks
stuff.
cosmetics, which
Yeah.
we can play. Oh, yeah. Jillian and
Love
Lily
it.
and Killian, the girls. Best. The best
Yep, fair
gals. So this is stuff for you to earn.
That's awesome.
Cosmetics
And
and
then, of course,
weapons.
at any time you
the
can go
usuals.
play Caliber Chicks, which we'll do later in the stream. It's here for you. There's a high score leaderboard. Important stuff. Weekly leaderboard for that.
Can't wait.
You guys are
yeah.
ready for
Of course, there's a weekly leaderboard. There's a weekly leaderboard
I can show you
for
now.
random defense
Okay,
missions
I'll do
no
the
one
members
cares
first,
about.
Then we'll go back. And then we'll go to Owie first. So if you've memorized the mall
Nicholas
layout.
Pizza
So
Party.
Eric,
Yes.
we're changing how we're doing Soma chords with this update.
We are, yeah. So usually you would hunt for soma chords around the different tile sets, but this time
You
you
can
can
buy.
buy them.
So I think this is, like we
Oh,
said
okay.
many times, this is
Buying
the
the
most music
semicolons.
we've ever put in an update. So
Yes.
this is basically a full album, plus
Yep.
more. So all
Yeah,
of
they're not
this
kidding,
is
are they?
going to be there for you if you want to get some tunes.
I love the names.
Yeah.
Are these the final names?
Yeah, actually most of them are.
They should be, yeah.
Yeah, any ones with this icon is from the arcade game.
Yep.
So I don't know if the preview's working yet for music, but no.
Not
But
yet.
Yeah, you can look forward.
So they've got an
to a
album
whole
of
track from the
arcade
mini
music
game.
and an album of
the guns.
pop
Yeah,
music
yeah.
from a boy band.
Psycho Killian.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Anyway, lots of new music for you in this update. And then Quincy has some wonderful things. He's a hobbyist photographer, perhaps, and more.
All right.
He has got cosmetics and Captura scenes. So we're bringing
Oh.
back all of the protocol skins from Nightwave that you can get for standing here. So if you missed out on these,
So they're not gonna
they'll
be
back for
limited on another
standing.
Nightwave
He'll have
rotation. That's
sigils.
good.
He'll have Visage Inks 1999 style, and of course, some fantastic little
Oh, yeah,
icons,
pixels.
which these will make sense later in the stream.
Shout out to Paulina for those amazing ones.
I mean, they make sense already, you know,
Very cute.
pixel glyph.
And then, of course,
just
all
kind
of the
fits, but
Captura
sure.
scenes that you could ever want.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of
Well, not
capture
that
of
you ever want, 'cause
farming.
you'll want more. But a
Oh
lot.
god. Oh god.
No, 30K plat. Oh, that's me. Yes, this is my dev account. There is no limit.
Infinite.
And then Eleanor, in 2025, she'll have the Lich weapons or the Dakota weapons.
Okay, yeah.
But
No, Lich weapons coming soon
I
via
feel bad talking
Eleanor.
over her.
Pretty is as pretty does.
These are all
Is she
placeholder
speaking
names,
in our
but she
head?
will have arcanes for the update for the PD
Okay,
system.
just got all the arcades, yeah.
Yes. So don't
she's
look into the
arcanes?
names.
Cool.
There's nothing to see here.
Nothing to know.
No. And then last but not least, Gordon Freeman. What do you got for us? Nothing.
There you go.
God. Is
They should definitely put
Trinity,
a
who will
push
have,
button
Have I gone the wrong
to
way?
activate some kind of
Nope.
fake voice line from Gordon Freeman.
Letty, aka Trinity.
Talk later. Hola, ¿cómo te va?
So Letty will have a
Sorry, English only on the
syndicate
stream,
turn-in.
please.
So this is where when you're out in the world and you're finding things, you can turn them in and get standing for the syndicate. So each of the characters has something that's kind of represents them. We'll let you decide who's who,
So if you turn in these things, you get.
standing for the hex. But we'll talk
If you
about
find hot pizza, let's.
hot pizza is the biggest one. If you find a hot pizza, that
Yeah.
gives you the most.
Okay.
As it should.
Yes.
And then,
Okay.
you know, Amir likes to read this, so that'll give you some standing. So
So
you can look,
these are
look
the
at
standing
Letty when you find things
medallions.
to turn in.
Ahí fuera. Eyes open, friend.
All right. So that is the syndicate members. That's what they do.
Presents,
And now we're
gifts.
going to talk about how it all comes together. to
It
make
makes sense.
1999.
It makes
We
sense.
got
I
your
have to give him
tokens
that.
to turn in for standing.
Yeah.
But we also have bounties. And 1999 bounties are a little different because each character actually comes with you. Each character,
Oh.
when you do a bounty with them,
Sorry, they come with you?
yes. So they run out and do a mission with you. So maybe we'll try one of those, get a feel for
I
it.
think Rev replays
And so, for instance, if you want to do the Eleanor run, it's random. Hers might be the hardest one day, it might be easiest the next day. We generate them on a schedule as the bounty members want what they want. None of these rewards are final, let's say. Still working on things, but you can go and run with each of them, and you'll earn standing, of course, like any bounty system. But you're
Makes
also
sense.
going to earn something else that we're calling chemistry or relationship stuff. So if you want to go and run missions with Aoi, yes, you'll get standing with the Hex Syndicate. Yes, you'll get items, drops. But you're also going to basically become closer with them, either as a friend or as a lover. It's up
That's
to
a
you.
cheeky little
So you'll just
incentive
be able
to
to earn
mix
those
the
things
mission
as you're
plays.
playing with these characters. And that's kind of going to lead into the relationship system.
Oh yeah. How much have we? How many words have we written for this? Like
I am glad you asked.
because it is it's staggering. It feels staggering.
How many words have they written?
Let's take a little look here. I'm doing something that you won't be able to do on live, so just ignore me. But this is just for testing. But what we've done with 1999 is we've basically tried to make as authentic a experience as possible, which is who are you chatting with in 1999 and how did you chat with them and why would we do this for a game system? Well, it lets you connect with the Hex, learn about them, what they like, what they don't like. It doesn't have to be romantic. You don't even have to do it at all because the bounties will get you chemistry, but so does this system.
Okay.
So our goals with this system were it's
Okay, double
really
options.
immersive for people that want deeper relationships with the NPCs we make. It gets you a sort of immersive and fictional and deeper way to
There's
connect.
so much character,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
So much, in fact, that there's 2 novels worth of things here. The word count clocked in today at 166,500 words. So I think if we, you have to kind of figure out who they are. So Broadsword.
That's a few
here,
words.
Remember,
Who could that be?
who could it be? Who is Broadsword? So you can ask different questions. You can learn a little bit about, like, what was it like growing up, you and Eleanor? Oh.
No.
Okay.
He's touchy.
He does not want to talk to
Okay,
me.
just no.
So, not going so great for me.
What a shutdown.
And, okay. And this is, and you can kind of learn a little bit about them. So right now, you are, this is Arthur.
Oh, and it keeps
His
notes.
birthday's
Okay.
November 3rd. We're currently neutral together. I have some
Hey,
notes
Bromo.
about how
Welcome
things
in.
are
Glad you
going
like the videos.
with him. Obviously not great.
Give it time.
Not sure what to send him.
need to do a few.
Yeah, like maybe I can send him a gift. I don't know what he would like though, so maybe he would like.
His prices here. I mean, if it's in credits and we're going back to 1999, imagine purchasing power we'll have pre-inflation.
I don't know what I'm gonna sell him, but
We
let
could
me
buy
begin to tell you
we
the
could buy a
story
house
of
for
Paul
10,000 credits.
and the romance system.
Okay, maybe
For
30
those
to
of you tuning
50,000.
in, we've talked to you a little bit now about the system. You've seen it before. It's fully, something that's new to us, new to you, but we're really excited for it. The team's worked super hard on it, and it has to be tested. So enter Paul. Paul is famous for naming Crumb Guzzler on a past Devstream where we just died because. So. Paul he's been here a long time. He's the lead of the entire QA team. And he thought if we're doing a romance system, he's going to be the one to test it because he doesn't want to make anyone on the team uncomfortable if it's like, too raunchy or what have you. So every day for the past however weeks, months, he's been writing his reports on how he's doing.
Which is amazing.
So Paul has been winning everyone and reporting how he's stumbled along the way. So we just want to have a shout out to Paul, who has, started in fame with Crumb Guzzler and has, worked really hard to test this system so that he could be the one to absorb all the rejection or all the flirting. And all I have to say is he's won them all.
I loved seeing the bug reports come in where he said Quincy is so hot he crashed the game.
Okay.
So,
The Crumb Rizzler.
The Crumb Rizzler, exactly. So, he's gone from Crumb Guzzler to Crumb Rizzler.
The best kind of bug report.
Sorry, Paul.
So sorry, Paul. We love you, man.
Only
and
part of the
thanks
update
good
is
job, Paul.
delayed.
But
Only the
for those of you that are into the
infested
more
coda,
character side of our games,
the infested liches.
there is a bit of an end game for this system. We're not going to talk too much about it, but we are going to give you a sneak peek of what you can expect as you play your way through the system. And this isn't a system that's going to have sort of instant gratification. It's not going to be, well, I think it will, unless you get rejected like I just did. But what we're hoping to build here, just to set your expectations, is your choices will matter. And on intervals, you'll be able to sort of go back if you don't like the choices you made. So there needs to be enough tension in the system that you can't just blitz through it, make your choices inconsequential, and screw up your account if you made a mistake. You don't want to get dumped or something and then your Warframe account that you've spent 5,000 hours in is tarnished forever. So we have a immersive built-in sort of reset. We have it so that it happens on intervals. So take your time with it. It takes time to finish.
Explore the characters,
I did want to just see on the questions. This system is if you're interested in the characters and learning about them and learning about the lore, you don't expect it's going to be like, I get 24.7 more crit chance on my weapon because there's nothing like that. This is only because you want to learn about them and do the lore and the little sneak peek.
Yeah, it's basically taking 6 Laverians times more writing, but putting it in a different system. And if that's not your thing, that's cool, but if you want a piece of the end game, here's a little preview.
Totally. This is Warframe hitting its yearly quota of adding features that you never knew you wanted and never asked for, and putting way more polish into them than we need to, and then you finding out, oh, I did want this all along. This is amazing.
You could love it. You could,
Just incredible shouts out to the entire
From the
team.
way you
The Loke
described
team
that?
in particular
Yeah.
is working their butts
I'm
off
getting
to
Wormiest
translate all those
vibes.
lines.
It's
Yeah.
two novels worth of writing, and the real reason we committed so hard to it is because this became possible. Enjoy. One more.
Oh, with the other one?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
That's just a small clip. Anything could happen. That is like.
Nope.
That is.
No.
So that is just.
It's a sneak peek.
No.
Sneak peek. That's a sneak peek.
No.
Paul, again, thank you for all your hard work.
I really thought we were going to just show a kiss.
I just became gayer.
You're not prepared.
All right, Paul. And in case all you're wondering, Paul has won all their hearts first. So if you feel that things aren't working out with you in the proto frame of your choice, it's probably Paul's fault.
Oh,
So
of course,
please enjoy.
right, yeah.
It's a system of immersion, character building, just really fleshing out the 1999 world to give us more flavor. It's been fun to work on. The team's done a great job.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work that's gone into it.
I've had fun with it.
Yeah. All right. Gameplay.
Gameplay.
I don't know. Do you want to intro what we're? Connor's about to leave the couch for
I'm
this
ready to
gameplay.
go.
So do you want to intro what we're
All right.
what we're going to talk about?
All right, I'm going.
Every big update, we try to do something that makes us lose sleep.
And this is it.
That pushes our coding team to the very brink of madness. And this is the one this time. We are adding a brand new PvPBE game mode to the game.
Sorry, what?
Face Off.
Face Off is a PvPvE game mode for the 1999 world.
Okay.
And we're going to play it live.
We're going to play it live.
We're doing it live.
Just so come to my screen, Rue, that's cool with me. I'm going to invite my squad. This is going to be Team Reb. Connor's going to have Team Connor, and we're going to show you what's going on. I got
Team QA.
Yeah, Team QA and Team Reb,
QA
which
versus
is
Team Reb.
doomed because I'm on it.
I'll see what they're doing, but like,
All right. I haven't sent out my
often said
my
one of the
invites.
reasons Warframe community is so
welcome
good
to
is because
Face Off.
no
I'm going to
PvP.
play it. You guys can just talk about it while I do my best here.
So as the thing says, development build, all in progress. This one's
This
it's a
explains
tricky
why
one.
everyone was signed
There's two
in.
nodes here. So this is the one that you see over there with Amir and Aoi is basically the PvPvE, and then you can also play it against the computer. Essentially, if you want something a little lower stakes, less stressful. you
Okay,
can
so there
still
is
play
a
it that way.
non-PvP
But
variant.
right now, we're gonna go.
Yeah, we're going to do it live. So I'm going to join in with my squad of 4. So here I go in. This is our face-off game mode. I'm with my crew, and we're gonna see. This is a way to earn Conclave standing.
You're gonna get some conclave standing on top of also some hex stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Ignore the UI. Everything is going to be fine. If it crashes, it's dev. Everything's going to be fine.
Whip, whip, whip.
Yeah. So as Pablo said, there's an optional versus the skull, like enemy specter version.
Yeah.
And then there's real.
So if you just want something a little more chill, you can just go against the computer. But over here you can get a little better rewards and some conclave standing if you want to go versus other players. Now the game mode is not direct player versus player combat. It is indirect. It's essentially what it is. It's a race. You have different objectives that you're going to be completing. Whoever completes them faster wins, and you can basically collect things to buff your team or debuff the other team. So let's get it started.
I'm starting
Not
it.
direct combat.
And while we're doing this, just as a heads up, we have made great improvements to motorcycle. You can summon them in air now. There's a lot of usability improvements.
Look
to
at this winter. Wow.
Yeah. Don't look at my writing. Everyone's having a good day. So our first objective is exterminate, and we're up against the other team. So.
And already losing.
Yeah, we're already losing.
So all of the activities have some way to basically speed them up.
So
like
it's,
we have some that you'll be familiar with, like this. Which
It's
is
like the bounty
Exterminate.
over on Deimos.
Some others you'll see that
Be
are
better
so
than the
familiar,
Grenier.
but we've
In this
added
case, it's be better
to
than
all
your
of them some way to
Battle Lieutenant.
make them faster or slower. And then if Red looks around, she might find
a pickup, perhaps.
A pickup.
Let's see. There's not a lot in the first phase.
Yeah,
Oh, there's one. There's a
there's
debuff there. I
yeah.
see it.
So that red one over there is what we call a hindrance. So when she picks it up, you can see in the UI there, danger zones. So if she holds H, she'll basically cast up. I think she has something remapped here. There
H is a default for
H,
switching.
So now the other team is going
shoulder
to start
sides.
getting damage.
Danger zones for you.
Hey!
Okay,
I don't want your danger zones. All right, so now we've both moved on to assassinate, and so we did the exterminate objective. And I got to get my way over there.
In assassination, we'll get to see an enemy that we showed you.
Yeah,
I think
don't
we
kill
only
it,
showed you
team.
Concept art last time.
Oh god, I went the wrong way. Don't kill it, team. I need to see it, and I'm slow. Why did they give me the access to the keyboard? What have I done?
She's very lost, as you
What
can see.
is the routing on this?
no,
this
no, I'm
waypoint is
lost at
not
all.
helping Red
I'm
at all.
I'm an old woman.
Yeah, that waypoint
okay, great.
was
I'm still running it
definitely in need of work.
There's probably a navigation broken here, so the marker isn't guiding her.
Oh
But
wow, crazy.
No, I got it. I'm just dumb. Don't blame the game, Pablo. You worked too hard on it. Blame me.
I think the marker is just showing you directly where it should be guiding you. Oh no, it is. Never mind.
The other squad completed it. I should not have given them a stake. I said if they beat me, I'll fix a bug they didn't like.
Oh jeez.
What have I done?
Here's a little boost for you. Oops, never mind.
Connor!
It's a booby trap.
Oh, they booby trapped you.
Connor, you
Connor's been practicing.
All right.
Team QA is.
I know. Team QAs.
Team QA, they know how the game works, and they know how it doesn't work.
All right.
Okay,
They're
so
on it.
They killed the assassination before we could see it, but we're behind, so we had to.
Yeah, I know. They don't want me. I'm a slow. Oh, I'm gonna save. Oh, that's someone's dog. Screw it.
What the hell?
Oh.
It's the kind of person I am.
Yeah, and then we go to the third stage, which you have to burn CD, because it is the 90s, so
Yeah.
that is what we all used to do back then.
It is. And the stakes of this are Aoi versus Amir. So you'll get put on Team Aoi or Team Amir.
Whoever wins is the one that gets to eat the pizza. The other team has to make the pizza.
Hey, Reb, you don't need any energy, do you?
I'm Sarah, that's all I need. Actually, not really. I just spore once, although.
Oh, well, then you can deal with all this XMS I'm sending at you.
Okay.
Oh wow, now they're
Chill,
sending
Connor.
XMS.
I let you on one Devstream.
Yeah. First and last Devstream for Connor.
That's for sure.
Connor getting
So I
value.
think in terms of like volume, this is the most voice lines ever in an update as well.
Oh, it's tons of voice lines. Yep, all the game modes. The skins are fully voiced.
Oh, yes.
The syndicate lines. Yeah, it's incredible. Tons of work put into it by the dialogue and narrative team.
All right, Connor, what am I sending you? Eximus, enjoy.
Fair enough.
We haven't seen enough boosts this time. Maybe we have to rebalance the spawn, but there's some that you send to the other team and then some that help you. I think there was one right behind you there.
The blue ones?
Yeah. Right there, to your right. There.
Okay.
Oh, so that's a boost for your team.
Yeah, so in this
Summon
case, you can
Kubro.
summon a Kubra that'll come help you.
Oh, cool.
This actually has a little bit of a hitch.
I
but
just
there you
hitched.
go.
I was like, "Fuck, you just made me-" Wait, I get to summon a Kubro after what I said about dogs earlier?
Oh.
Seems odd.
So you get a helpful Kubra that will go around murdering
Okay.
some enemies for you.
Excellent.
And there's a bunch. There's like 10.
No drops or raffle on this stream, bro.
boosts and 10 different hindrances.
No drops or
Maybe
raffle
12
here.
actually.
Yeah.
But anyways, there's a bunch. So you
This
can.
is melee lethality.
You have the melon.
We got it.
What do you mean?
I think it's over.
Are you kidding me?
93% versus
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Oh,
no.
that was
Oh, yeah.
close.
It's over.
There you go. All right.
Team QA
That's cool though. That's like
gets the pizza.
It's a quick little.
it's a quick It's,
It did seem
Oh,
like
look
a
at
very
that
quick mission.
riding.
As usual, our hope is like you'll do this for fun. So yeah, the winner does get a little bit of an extra reward, but both teams get a reward. So it's not, you don't have to be like super sweaty. And if you lose, it's not the end of the world. You'll still get a pretty good reward.
4,645 ender.
Good job, Team QA.
PvPvE.
I bow.
Was that a placeholder amount?
I know.
Not even close.
Actually, come to the end of mission screen, Rue. We also are excited because it's the 90s, cash is king, so your credits automatically, when in 1999, your capital investments somehow just become haulers, so you can holler at your dollars because it's full on you.
Haulers.
So credits are actually haulers in 1999.
I want to just chime in and say the rewards are placeholder, but this will be the place that you go to get your new arcanes in the update. This is the primary source of that.
Yes.
And the winners will, the current plan is going to get Vosper, I believe, a little extra Vosper for the winning team.
Yes. So thank you to my squad. I know I let you down there. That's okay. I'm used to it. So
you did great.
No.
Everyone gets the mission stuff, but winners of the PvP element, they get a little bonus.
You can just rock out and try and put yourself against another squad of 4. Do your best. Maybe I'll join
like
your.
Paul was saying, if you want to play, you can just
totally.
You can just play and do it by yourself.
Yeah, and if you want me on your team, don't hesitate to.
Clearly, that's the lesson.
Pretty rude. All right. Of the Hex members, one of them is a new Warframe, Quincy. Let's meet Site 09.
Site 09.
Come on over, Rue. What would you like to say about this fella?
Do you want me to go over his kit? So, well, we already revealed it a while back, actually, so spoiler for all. But yeah, he's a strategist, sniper, stealth assassin. He's pretty cool to use. His passive basically increases your crit chance on weak points whenever you get weak point kills. So it builds up. They're permanent, so they actually builds up throughout the mission as you're getting more and more kills.
I can give you a
one
lot
does
of
like
crit.
a little radar. I don't know if can we.
I'm gonna play.
Let's go and get
Okay.
I'll yap over that, but
against Skaldra, because this is a Skaldra themed stream.
Let's do it.
Makes sense.
We'll do a Skaldra.
Yeah, and if I'm being honest, he also works much better versus Skaldra because they have very clear heads, and you'll see how his one works. So basically, his one kind of scans the environment. It'll show you enemies through the walls, so you can actually see them behind the walls, and it'll highlight their weak
I
points.
don't
so
think
you
there's
know,
going to be
like,
an
where to
absolute
shoot
crit bonus.
to get all those extra bonus. It also
if you're using
gives
high
you
tier
like
stuff,
a
then
bunch of punch through, so you can actually shoot through the buildings. Not only see them through the buildings, but shoot them through the buildings. It feels pretty OP at some points. Like there, you drop your one. You'll basically, they're there totally unalerted to your presence.
Literally shooting through walls.
I think the note I got from QA actually might have been you that told me that it's like shooting fish on a barrel.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're just not.
So we're nerfing it?
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's also his helmet, right? Everyone can.
No,
I'm joking. His I'm also using his signature primary, the Reconifex, which has an active reload there that you just saw.
Yeah, so that one actually kind of ties a little bit with his 2. You can see in the lower right, there's like a little flame on the ammo. So that's a new mechanic he added for his second
Zenith doesn't
ability
give it to
and
every
for
weapon.
the Reconiflex, which is essentially that you can have elemental ammo that will do an extra damage attack of that type that has guaranteed status. So if you hold his 2, you can choose whatever element you want. And then if you tap it, you will immediately reload with the type.
Oh, that's awesome.
And drop 2 ammo so that your party can also pick him up, or you can pick him up after you run out.
Strategist.
Yeah, it's a strategist.
Yeah, I love that ability.
Picking them up immediately makes you reload. So, for example, the Reconiflex, which has a pretty long reload, you can essentially skip it just by walking on one of those. On one of those, you immediately reload with that type. So,
nice.
It's pretty good for any weapons with like long reloads. Is really good for that.
And it's good when I go into a mission and I realize I have the wrong build equipped, and I can just throw magnetic on top and I go into a purpose mission and I'm ready to go.
Profit taker players just lost.
Drool.
They lost November.
The head highlighting is way more satisfying than I thought it would be when I.
One thing, now that we were talking about the Tridolons, his 1 will be really good for that because it increases any target that is marked through walls, or any target that is marked actually takes more damage on their weak points. So if you're a triathlon speeder, that will probably
something for the triathlons as well.
Enticing.
All right, I'm gonna pop his 3 at your.
Yeah, his 3 basically goes into stealth mode. It has a short duration, but as long as you're getting weak point kills, it keeps extending.
Oh.
So basically, that's your.
Okay.
That's the way that you can keep it forever. It's similar to like the gyre one, where it's essentially, as long as you're getting the condition, you can keep it going indefinitely. In this case, we're probably not, and it's going to expire, and then you'll have a tiny bit of cooldown. Let's see how much. Oh, you managed to save it.
It's like that.
There you go. You're saving it. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry I doubted you. I apologize.
I wasn't familiar with my game.
Yeah, I was not familiar with it.
Okay, 25-second cooldown.
Before we go into the fourth, I just wanted to explain the recoil reflex real quick. Before you do that. Okay.
Oh, sorry, shit, sorry.
So if you just shoot a little bit, the recoil reflex, when you reload, it has the perfect reload mechanic that we've used before for the, what's it called? I forget the name.
We used it for the Nadaruk for the new war.
Nadaruk is perfect firing.
Oh, the reload one.
The pistol.
Sirocco.
Sirocco in Jabiri, yeah.
So basically, it's that same mechanic. We updated the HUD a little bit so it's easier to see, because we found in the Sirocco it's very hard to kind of see where that point is. So we made that reload larger, and you can see how it works. If you reload correctly, you get
You're right, it is larger.
ammo on your reload. So you can see that that is independent of what side can do.
Look at that animation.
It's so sick. The belt-fed everything is
Yeah,
just
it's great.
oh. Welcome to 1999, folks, and welcome to Site 09. But shall we
And
go
with
on?
that, we say goodbye to the Reconiflex, and we go to his fourth. Exalted Sniper.
Oh, yeah.
With 3
Let's go
zoom
pop some
modes.
heads.
Cool.
So what's really cool about this one is basically it has ricochet. If you hit a weak point, you'll ricochet to nearby weak points of other enemies. So for example, there.
Oh, I ran out of energy.
Oh, okay, well, we need a
course.
pizza.
Well,
we need a
good thing
pizza
it's
stat.
99.
Hot pizza.
Hot pizza stat for the party.
So they all. What?
That is a lot of zoom. You don't need an 8-time zoom at that range.
Incredible.
So it's quite powerful, and it ricochets. I think it's 4 times right now. So it's not, since it hits so hard, you can easily get 5 kills.
Oh,
if you see
nice.
it.
Yeah. Look at
This is
that.
going to be so much fun.
Obviously, all the mechanics kind of work
drone.
together in that, you want to
was
get
2
weak
kills in
points
one,
with this
yep.
one. The kills from the weak point kills feed into your 3, and all the ricochet counts as weak point kills. And also your 1 increases the damage done to weak points. So.
And then there's an alt fire.
And then there's the alt fire, which can freeze enemies in place. So if you just drop it there, you just get. Well, I guess I didn't get.
He was in the shield.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it drops a grenade that
sense.
basically does max cold stats and just freezes them over.
Is it on a cooldown?
I don't remember how we left. No, I think it's just energy cost.
Oh, right, there it is. So that's it.
Oh,
Well,
awesome.
that guy's frozen, yeah.
Yeah. So it just freezes them, so you can comfortably find their heads if they're still alive after that.
This is going
I mean, that just makes it even easier, yeah.
Yeah.
His helmet, I saw the question over there. His helmet is actually the stealth one. So we're actually adding stealth so that you can.
First invis and helmet.
everybody.
Let's say Keurig was a little worried about me doing that, but
But
I was
Paul
like,
had so much charisma, we couldn't,
Invis for everyone. All
I
right.
was like, let's do it.
No, we've got some
It'll be
love.
fine.
We've got some real love for invisibility frames. We've got a few mods in Arcanes that specifically buff
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
when you're invisible. So your Loki and Ash fans also out there, stay winning.
Yeah, so we're never going to sell a skin
Nice.
again because you'll be invisible all the time. This is
great.
Yeah, this is great. But speaking of skins, this isn't just Site 09.
Oh, right.
This is Quincy. And I'm going to die.
This is Quincy.
Don't do it. We specifically. Okay, I'm going to use rolling guard before it next time just to be extra sure.
Just
Okay,
Thanos
okay,
snapped
okay.
himself.
Bring up an old conversation.
Yeah.
This
I
is.
asked for no immunity. So this is my own fault. I said no immunity. And now I have the consequences.
I believe you said smart players will know what to use.
And that's,
The cost of
that's why we live
cosmetics.
live, folks. So please enjoy So Quincy is okay. Quincy survived.
There we go. Quincy made it.
And now we have our first of 6 Gemini skins that we're releasing this update. I'll just do this a few times so we can get a nice look. Oh God, no.
Ah, the Jade Xmas.
Not again. I learned nothing, old man. Get out of here. Well, you can't really see if I'm invisible, so that's not going to help.
One small detail I forgot to mention about the stealth one, it not only extends but also heals you. It also
Well, I need
extends the
that.
stealth, but the weak point kills heal you as well.
So invis with healing
Yeah, okay.
as a
Everyone
subsume.
have a nice day. So the Gemini skins are fully voiced, fully customizable. So I'll leave the mission now. I'll do it one more time. And then we'll go talk about, oh God, please, no, not again! What am I learning?
You've learned nothing.
I can't learn anything, ever. Okay, it's fine, go to the arsenal, it's fine. All right, you can come back to the gameplay. It's all, Quincy, we are so back. Not if I'm playing.
Sorry, Quincy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and your Atomic Cycle joins you and you're on a mission screen. So we have the Gemini skin series. So it'll switch back and forth from a cosmetic in your loadout, so you can have 2 in 1. But this is Quincy Gemini skin, fully voiced, fully customizable. Let's, we'll throw some color on the suit here. And then you can also change hair color, very, very, very deep customization.
I like that one.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was Megan.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that was an honor. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty cool. So we have a lot that's gone into these, but
Hair
like many things
customization,
in
fair
Warframe,
dude.
we know players do like options, so we have given you the option to mute them as well.
Yep.
Yes,
any
we could,
audio
yeah.
options if you don't feel like
They
voices.
announced at the
Yeah,
start
you
of the
don't like
Devstream, yeah.
voices.
Yeah, maybe you're listening to some tunes or something. and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you just don't want to hear Eleanor telling
Listen
about
to
how much she
online
loves you.
album.
Like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you want it? So these Gemini, actually, I don't know if you can take off his hat. I think we had it as an
We
option.
do, yeah.
Yeah. So
'Cause you
actually, this one is for all the Quincy lovers out there. You can take his hat off. So. And
Oh,
you can
cool.
put, you can
Hubba
put
hubba.
bunny ears on him.
Okay.
Hubba.
Yeah, there you go. It's a serious
Place the
thing.
hat with bunny ears. Sure.
All right, so his hat's on, he's happy, and that is Site09, the brand new Warframe coming with Warframe 1999. Which
Spicy.
he's very fun to play, and if you emote, you might not die, or you might die. Oh, there's even
he
lines
was
that play,
worth
but I kept dying.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I can do it on the ship. No risks here, right?
Or maybe.
Stalker pops in.
How perfect.
Oris was waiting.
Thank you, Ortis.
Oh, chat, I am so sorry. I didn't see. They want us to put mustaches on him.
Oh, I think the
course.
offsets may not be perfect.
Okay.
Work to do,
not
work
perfect.
to do.
Perfect, but
Close
not
to
quite.
perfect. Superb timing. Okay. And that is the first of the frames we're going to do gameplay of today.
That's cool.
We're going to do next. We just checked to see where we are in the agenda.
Wow.
We did Face Off, aka PvPvE. We did all of Quincy. We showed
Just
the Gemini
dropping them
skin.
on the
I do
floor.
want to clarify, because we have the 6 Hex and the 6 Proto games coming. We usually don't acknowledge rumors, but Saren does not have a Proto skin, and it is not like the Major Rusalka, the love of our life. We love her. She is not made to be a Proto skin. We just wanted to clarify that. Apologies if the rumors got you hyped up, but we don't want you to be disappointed.
She just looks a lot like a Sarin proto version and just happens to have a commander with very
and as for the
Lavosian
Atomic Cycle, you
themes.
probably saw in some of the missions we played, you can summon in air now. The controls have changed to be a little more user-friendly based on feedback, and there's actually 4 abilities, not 2. So all of those are coming with 1999. You'll just get one in the quest, and the way, if you want to customize it, you can buy some skins, but everyone gets a free Atomic Cycle, so please enjoy that. All right. We have a choice now.
Another choice.
Caliber Chicks or Nyx rework in Eleanor? I think chat can decide.
What do you say, chat?
Let's
Nyx,
give chat a moment to
yeah.
decide, I suppose.
Nyx.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess that was quick.
Okay, everyone, calm down. Let's all. Pablo, would you like to talk
One moment.
about the love of my life, my first main in the history of Warframe?
I saw someone asking what the back of my t-shirt looked like. They're trying to do it again.
It's a trench coat.
It's a trench coat. Yeah, it's just
It's a trench
They're
coat.
trying to get me again.
Welcome to Eleanor Gemini skin for Nyx, who is launching with a kit touch-up.
Yep. We're going to do it here, or we're going to visit?
I'm going to, let's customize first, and then we'll,
Okay.
yeah. So, like all of the Gemini skins, you can go through and change the look.
Customization,
You can also
yep.
change the attachment layer, which is like sort of the more military side. So you can really get deep into mix and matching the base actual skin that makes them the proto frame and their attachment layer. And also,
Why not,
like
Ladybug?
our
Why not?
beloved proto frames, you can change their hair.
awesome.
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Highlights.
That is
Highlights.
indeed
The
hair
team
color
just did
being
an
colored.
amazing
Yeah.
job with these. Maybe we'll do like I want to do like all. Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, the color channels are
Yeah.
awesome.
The ponytail, yeah.
Yeah, the ponytail is good. So, obviously,
I
choosing
don't
Nyx
want
as
to
a character that
guess
Eleanor
as
is
to
based
how
on.
you
It
would
was important
succeed
to
at doing
us
that
to
like dye
touch
job
make that.
IRL. But
I will just hop into any mission and oh wait, let me just make sure I have nothing helmet because this is my build. So, okay.
You're good. Yeah.
Okay. We'll go do a any mission survival. No, it's a little.
Just an exterminate, just because it's easier to ignore enemies if we need to.
Do you prefer Tech Rot or do you prefer Scaldra?
Well, let's do upstairs. It's the Scaldra stream.
It is the Scaldra.
Maybe we'll see a
Scaldra,
Grenadier somewhere.
there's two different exterminates, one for each of the
They're
two
not
factions down
called
there.
Grenadier. Did we not see one?
No, because they appear kind of late.
Okay,
They're
we'll
more
find one.
elite.
All right.
Left and right.
Grenadiers don't show up very often.
Yeah.
Thanks, Connor. You can move on the loading screen.
Okay, so Nyx, similar to Trinity, basically the passive was semi-non-existent. So
Yep.
we gave her a brand new one. If there are 5 or more what we call confused enemies within her affinity range, she gains a lot of crit chance on all her ranged weapons.
Okay.
So basically you want to have
Okay.
what she does, which is chaos, going with that. For her one, if you do the mind control, you can see now we have a new hot component where you can see the damage tracking
I'm
there.
surprised they went
that
with
you
an
can see how
offensive
strong they are,
passive.
and you can also see the timing of them. We made the MC target way more aggressive. So before they still used to care about their lives, even though they're immortal. So they would take cover and they would be finding new positions to shoot and whatnot. Now they just go ham. They don't care about anything other than killing people.
Nice.
So they're very aggressive. They move faster as well, so they basically have an easier time kind of keeping up with you, and you can see they're always trying to be near where you are. Also, their attacks now deal radiation, so they can sort of spread the confusion around. So if you find one that has like AoE attacks, for example, they can be pretty good at just keeping a whole bunch of other enemies distracted at the same time.
That's
that
nifty
you're
and useful, yeah.
playing. So,
Thematic.
I think that's it for her one. For her two, the psychic bolts. Let's do them there. So now the psychic bolts actually steal some of the defenses that they take away. So if you pause right
Okay.
now, just so that we can see the thingy.
It's the test.
Yeah, you can just hover on the,
When-
like hover on the buff.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant in the. Okay. Yeah.
So if you hover on the buff over there, you can see the psychic bolts essentially are giving
Increased
you
armor when
in this
hitting
case,
armored
you got
enemies.
130 armor because you hit an enemy with armor, but they can also steal shields. They can steal overguard. Depends on what you hit.
Still
So, for example,
overguard.
that guy will give
Okay.
her overguard. So you can see you
There you
got
go.
some overguard
yeah,
over there.
okay.
So it really depends on what you're attacking with the psychic bolts. You get the defenses that you stole. Also, when you kill an enemy
Nifty.
that's affected by psychic bolts, 2 more psychic bolts spread out.
Oh.
So you can basically keep it kind of going there.
Self-propagation of it.
After you
Nice.
cast it. It's a little longer duration too, so you can really kind of get that ball rolling, especially if you're like defending an area.
Yeah.
So that's the psychic bolts. For her
Almost
tree,
similar
we
to
really only
Link.
changed
They
that
just keep
instead of
on
being
going.
similar to the problem we had with Frost, which was like that one was fake cold procs.
Yeah.
This one was also fake radiation procs. So now we changed it to proper radiation procs with the same duration and stuff. But since they're
Okay.
radiation now, they have extra benefits like when enemies hit each other, they deal more damage, things like that. Things that before you didn't get any advantage from. Also, any related kind of arcanes or mods or whatever that got benefits from radiation now benefit from this as well.
I believe we did the same change where Psychic Bolts augment. That now does proper radiation. As well.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Proper
This is
radiation.
my mind control fella now, so I got him. So things are. Oh, Exterminate has a twist, but like I don't have to do that, but we can.
Yeah, Exterminate, both Exterminate and Survival, they're not just like the vanilla ones. We added a little bit of a twist to each one, but I think we can let them discover
Yep,
that.
sounds good.
Yeah. You guys can discover that when it comes out. And then for
Fair
Absorb, we changed it to be limited duration. Now you have movement. Move around. Press space, maybe? I don't know if that went in already.
Oh, floaty.
So you actually can move around
okay.
as you're doing it.
Move up and down.
It has
Very
it is now a
Hildred-esque
determined
movement.
duration, so it no longer blocks your energy consumption, your energy regen during it. Also, it scales now with damage that enemies are doing to each other. So the big kind of counter synergy that she used to have was you cast Chaos, then you go into Absorb, and no one attacks you, right? Because everyone's attacking each other. So now it'll basically start, it'll start making it so that all that damage that enemies are dealing with each other also gets absorbed. Depending on the damage that you absorb, when you come out, I don't know if that's working here.
Yep, I just saw it once, yep.
Okay. When you come out, you'll have invulnerability after Absorb is done, and the duration of that scales based on how much damage you absorb.
So you'll get an extra 1 second here.
Yeah.
So every 5,000 damage right now.
Okay, so yeah, it really depends on how much damage you absorb there for
Okay,
that. And
more
really,
absorb means more
It's
invuln.
mainly meant for Steel Path, so that when you come out of Absorb, you have a time to be totally safe, where you can move around, do whatever you want, and you're
Change your
involved.
Gemini skin.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can use your Gemini skin. And just for people asking how is Assimilate different, Assimilate you can use your weapons, so it's still the same.
Yeah.
Like Assimilate, it drains energy. You can use your weapons and you walk slowly. This is just obviously no weapons use, but you can get more strategic and.
Yeah, and Assimilate's still endless. So
Yeah.
Assimilate works exactly like it works right now in live, except for the fact that now it also absorbs damage from enemies attacking enemies.
Yeah, and if she's as good as I think she is, I should be able to do my Gemini emote in peace. Having
If anything,
chaos
the
everyone
augment
around
is
me. So let's find out, shall we?
more of a change
Watch
than
her
it
play
is
with her
currently.
prey.
The complete ability overhaul just overhauls a
Not
current.
a single attack.
Not a
can turn
single
that.
attack.
There we go.
Like she's just too powerful. Not in a way that's a problem. Just she's that good at playing with her prey.
One other thing to add to Assimilate, I believe we also removed the increased energy cost from taking damage, and we kind of rolled that into the base energy cost of the ability. So it costs a little more at base, but you won't just instantly get nuked out of it the instant you take a certain amount of damage.
That's good. You do actually get
Exodus
to
on my side now.
use
Life's
it.
good. Let's see.
That was quite the. Oh yeah, that air summon. Oof.
That air summon. Hey.
I mean,
Air
My
summon into
license
crash.
is, pending.
Double crash.
Canadian driving.
Hey,
You got
in
your
the
winters
winter,
on?
it's tough in the winter.
it's tough. I don't winter tires
Winter-
on the bike.
winter tires,
Don't got
yeah.
winter tires.
That's cool.
All right, so that is
Wow, that's a great
the
rework,
Nyx changes plus the Eleanor skin on display. I'll do it again in the arsenal just so you can get a cleaner look because it's cold and dark outside. So let's go back to the arsenal and give you a look at that. Oh, this is Eleanor. And I guess I don't need to go there, but
Yeah, the actual
and then I'll tell you a
stats
little
and
bit about
usage
how
will
these
matter a
work.
lot, of course.
Amazing.
yeah.
That was so cool.
Yep.
So you switch back and forth. This gives you 2 fashion frames in one.
I see a few
That
people
is
asking
indeed a
about
transition.
tree. We discussed that last time. So yeah, if you go back to the previous Devstream, you can see that.
And you can use other Gemini skin emotes on yours. You don't change, obviously, but if you buy the skin, it comes with the emotes, so you can use them. You can just use their personality
Okay.
across frames. So
That's cool.
So you
There
can
you go.
carry the
You
emotes across
promised,
without doing a
oh, I
switch.
did right. Okay.
Oh yeah.
But
I know we're out of time. Like I know we're.
we are. We're getting
long.
low on time, but that's okay. There are some quick slide recaps for
I
the Nyx
thought the
rework, so
Trinity
if Rue wants
details
to
were
go through
last
those
time.
While I load up Caliber Chicks. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, so those are basically, I think, the same thing I was yapping about. I did do it by memory, so I might have lost a thing or two. So you can always.
I'm still
read there
surprised it
in
went for an
case I-
offensive
In
passive.
case I forgot something, I am an old man.
I am
so my
genuinely
memory
surprised
can
by
only
that.
do so much. Yeah, but that looks pretty good. I know the testers have been having a lot of fun and saying like the contrast to live is pretty big.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Not a big deal. It's just
Can't play on public anymore.
I figured they'd have gone
Just gotta wait for the update
even
to come
more
out.
evasive.
When are you up in the,
What did I
dropping the
expect?
update, DE?
If they were going to go with anything based on
All
when
right.
you have
We'll go play a little
X
mini game, and then we still have about
confused
10 more
enemies
minutes of stuff
nearby,
to talk about after
I'd have
this, so
expected
just keep that in
maybe
mind for
once you reach
planning.
that threshold, she is
Anything you wanna talk
functionally
about here?
invisible, like Wisp.
Bad. I haven't really asked you anything because
No,
So
I'm just
you reach a
enjoying
point
this.
and then
So
you
much
hit
is a- this is a
total
ride.
evasion.
Well,
The enemies have
Eric has been
completely
speaking
lost
through
you
the music
at
you've
that
been
point.
hearing.
That's what I've
Yeah,
expected.
If you heard any tracks in the game,
Rather than, hey, gain more
That's your
crits, like Zephyr,
Yeah.
like your
in,
rating,
like, the
like
vice
everyone,
versa.
it seems.
Yeah, the sound team and music team have been killing
We
it.
need to.
So.
We need to swap.
Yeah, come on over. Okay, I am horrible at this, but I think it's fun to look.
Kind of
Should
there
I
with
play
the
as
three? I think it's
Jillian or
kind of
Lillian?
there. Only
We asked
kind
Jack.
of.
Lillian.
Jillian or Lillian?
With full invis, it would then give you
Infinite capture is also coming, endless
evasion for
capture.
things which don't get
So that's
affected or
coming.
continue to
Tank
react.
fight, Jill. Oh,
Jill looks.
I just realized how hard it's going to be to
You
tell.
want
the
Jillian
difference
or
between
Lillian?
Ellen and
there's just,
I
why
realize
don't we
better
do
is pure
Jillian in
DPS
honor
and
of our
viability.
Jillian? We have
Invis is
Jillian on the
survivability.
team.
Oh yeah.
All right.
If you have
And there's
confused
no
enemies
Lillian
but
on
there's still
the
one
team, so
shooting at you,
We'll do it.
you're not
for Jillian.
surviving as much as if they go,
Jillian.
oh, yep, nope, there's no risk at all. Let's just focus everyone else.
To quash
Yeah.
the threat to our nation. That is the
I'm fine with the
genesis of
passive. I'm just surprised because it doesn't
Look at
feel
these gals.
like it's a very Nyx thing. It feels metagamey.
Chaotic.
Or for me,
Is that
basically don't take
Anarchy?
damage is an alternative build choice, yes.
Right now, I'd be frantically pulling out quarters.
Today.
Not
today.
Machine.
All right, so here's a little movement tutorial, little dash.
Gave us survivability with the
Control,
two.
space
They
and
gave
jump.
us something, yeah. Yeah. How survivable you feel with it
All
will
right, let's get out of here.
need to be tested. Whether it's token or significant.
There you go.
It just surprised me that the passive,
Yeah. Listen, I am a tired old.
dare I
woman.
say, feels a
This is
little
not within
generic.
my
Have
show.
you used a bit of your themed
only play with
ability?
the real
Here's some crit.
You can shoot up. I'm just horrible at it, so no one should ever watch me play.
It was interesting
How
when
am
it was
I
on
horrible at
Zephyr and
it? I'm not good at
Urali. It
anything.
fit their themes
The
in
wireless keyboard
sense,
is
but
your friend either.
I can't.
No,
Yeah.
not the ammo.
if everyone gets the, hey, are you using your Warframe?
This is from
Get
our friends
crit.
at Sumo who made a game that I will
It
be at the
starts
top of
to
the
devalue
leaderboard,
it, is all.
so just wait for it. Look to see the Rebecca there. It loops, and you can get higher and higher difficulty as far as the heart desires.
It turned out so good.
I cannot believe this is our game engine.
I know.
It's
Yeah, the
unbelievable.
folks at Sumo did a great. Oh shoot.
Yeah.
the
There you go.
folks-
Mechanic unlocked.
Those damn
Yeah,
shield
there you
lancers, eh?
go. So I'm not going to spoil as things progress in this game, but it has like a fully fledged. Oh, I need that.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There
All
we
right,
go.
but please look forward to leaderboard
Game within a game again.
competition.
You're just showing the arc, so that in a month you can show your new skills, and everyone's like, "Whoa!"
Whoa, how did she get this one?
I don't want to say.
Be like Elon, pay someone to get the high score.
Oh yeah.
Nah, man.
That's how they do it nowadays.
Yeah, that's how they do it. Pay to win. I will. All right, we have also just some other general things coming in the update, including a just a little recap of everything. This is the MISC slide, Rue. So this is just to let you know that there's new primary, new secondary, arcanes, mods, and more to discover. So the list goes on, and that's
7 arcanes,
not all.
15 mods,
We also
Wait, there's more.
couple new
There is
weapons,
more. We also
couple new,
have
well, a new
fuel.
frame.
Oh, some
Pink
fuel.
lights behind
Oh,
me.
in this
Well,
regard,
I love it.
the reason Sheldon has joined us.
Oh, what?
The slot revolution.
There is,
All year,
yeah.
people have been making videos, talking to their friends, saying one of the tricky things with Warframe is they don't give you enough slots. There's 12 years of content.
Oh.
The slots we gave you have not changed.
Scaled with
So we are doing a crank.
How many?
When you log into Warframe, actually, I can show you. I think I have the inbox message. Oh, it has its own long screen. When you log into Warframe with 1999, you will receive a free Warframe slot, and you will receive 3 free weapon slots as they are the new default. And then, if you like Warframe enough and you
Okay.
want to keep playing, you'll also receive 2 of the Junction weapon rewards have been changed to fully built. Actually, can you go away for a second? Have been changed to fully built. Yeah, here we go. You can come back now. They've been changed to built versions. So the Fragor blueprint is now the Fragor with a slot. The Bolter blueprint is now the Bolter with a slot. So in theory, you get up to 5
Why can't you use
free
follow
slots,
remotes? Not sure why. Are you
And
following?
That's if you're like me and you've finished your junctions, you'll get those. 3 for free, 2 are earned, and then a free Warframe slot as well. So this is a new player.
You might need to
change,
refresh.
giving inventory a little
Just because
less,
Twitch does Twitch things.
Yeah. More stuff for you to build and to try.
$19.99, everyone gets more slots for free. And another change
gonna be
we
nice to be
made
done.
is we have removed the, when you are doing a mastery rank test and you fail, there's a 24-hour cooldown. We've removed the cooldown with failure. We've kept it for succeeding for many reasons. You know, there's just issues with people making Smurf accounts, trying to do like payment scamming and stuff.
Yep.
But for failing, we've taken away the 24-hour cooldown because that was a huge point where people would leave.
Yep.
Which means you can just retry as many times as you need until you pass.
Good change.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Makes it a little less less of a punishment. So more slots.
That is nice.
And less red pixels on your screen if you fail, I think.
Yeah, less frustration on waiting.
Yeah. So that is all coming with $19.99 as well. And then we also just have some cool things to show you now. I guess really
what
cool.
What could there be?
Yeah.
Honestly.
In a sense, that means there's no point practicing anymore. If you're going to do it, just do it.
The line collaboration for Warframe 1999. And we're going to show you 2 things today.
Yeah, Reba, they
The,
just
behind the
hinted at
scenes
why
look
they
the
can't
line
remove
coming
the
together. And then we're
success
going to show you a teaser with
cooldown.
the date that this airs. So the day that you will see the 1999 short film. So first, let's take a look at something called a tie down. This is the team at the Line animation experts working on putting the scenes together once the animation is approved, once the line work is done. So let's take a look. So here we have a shot with 2 characters, Moody.
Wow.
And from this, we are now going to give you a sneak peek at the finished product with the launch date of the short film. Let's take a look.
Roll it.
Okay.
It's a quick tease.
That is a tease.
With a short coming soon.
Snack.
Yeah, so
December 5th.
December 5th, you can watch. We're going to set up a premiere.
Next week?
That's next week. Oh, I know. The team is going to set up a premiere. They're going to have it all going. You're going to
Got
hear
the date? Yeah,
track
December 5th.
used from the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I didn't cover it up. They put it
One of the
under
first
me.
tracks that was done.
I was here before then.
It just fit the style so perfectly. So when, early on, you can look forward to seeing the finished piece. So we showed it to the team, and everyone's very excited. So
Very
lost their
excited for you guys
yeah,
to see it.
yeah. We hope you enjoy it. And as one last thing, this one is a little. So before I get to this, let's do a prize.
Oh, yeah.
Platinum, please. Anything you guys want to talk about before I queue up some talk about next year?
Let's see which
I
lucky
know
soul
that-
over there
that,
gets
the
some.
line animation is amazing. Literally chills when I watched the
auto
first time.
sub renewal. What would I do without
Literally
you?
chills when I watched the second time. So
You certainly
We
wouldn't
don't
be
get
hitting
the
that
flu.
lovely gold sub badge. Ductile wheel. Cheers once again. Reached
Yep.
6 months to tier 1.
Alright,
Much
let's take a
appreciated.
look at our winner. That's going to come on any second now. Trench coat and binoculars. Oh, wait, that's not. Oh yeah. Well, no, that's not it.
And that's gone to Yoel.
Yo, well, you won
Yoel.
1,000 platinum. Message us and we'll hook you up with your platinum after the show. Message
Congrats.
our Twitch channel. Way to go. All right, I'm going to go into something that's going to segue into something else. This is just a ask from the community before we really dive into 2025 stuff. So Jeff and Steve were supposed to be here for this. I'm doing it anyway. It's fine. Let's go over to my screen. Spoilers for you people. Not that this whole stream hasn't been, but too late.
Spoilers.
So,
let's be real.
all right. So in 1999, this is a little sneak peek at some of the customizations in game, just to show you. I think we showed you some of them on the last Devstream. So I wanted to show you them in, so you know, the goth jacket, right? Like how sweet does that look?
Awesome.
So you know, it's part of a
good old
It's
customizations.
part of a bundle. We have like a we have the 1999, the big bundle. So this has, you know, everything: the full goth set, the grunge set, the athletic
Now that might
set,
be a
which
placeholder
includes
price,
a-
but 445 plat for the
It has a
whole
Walkman.
collection.
Oh yeah, there you
and,
go.
and a sweat towel. So if your drifter is getting sweaty, feel free.
It's workout time.
So we have like all these cool cosmetics. They're all coming. And one thing that, as time has gone on, that we've gotten a lot of feedback on, which I'm going to talk about now.
Is this a
and is
finale
where the
stream? Because in
question
schedule it said it will start in 30
begins.
minutes.
So, operators.
And which schedule for
As
what,
of
sorry?
next year, they will officially be 10-year-old art, 10-year-old content, which means we've had a lot of time to fall in love with our operators. They're our characters. They're who we are in Warframe. They're the first character we made that was, someone, not just a Warframe.
Yep.
We are looking at you guys to answer a question for us. We have it up on the forums. We have it up on Reddit. We have it on Discord. And for a long time,
not sure what
people have
schedule
said,
you come across then.
operators, redo operators.
This stream started 1.5 hours ago.
Update the art. And we want to, but the question we have for you is basically, to put it in simple terms, what are you willing to leave behind if we redo it, or what are you not willing to? We want to get a sense. We're still going to make a decision that we think respects as many opinions as possible, and our art team is doing R&D on what we can do.
Yeah.
Like if you see this I see my operator and I'm like, oh, if I hear DE is going to redo operators, it would be really sad if blank. I lost the face that I love, or somatics, they have to stay, or I just want updated art. Just try and take your time with articulating what you might think about this.
Think about that a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're thinking in terms of the
face.
Yeah, it's mostly we're talking about the face, and just thinking about now that we've done the Hex.
Yeah.
The team, the work that the team had to do for that is significantly bigger than the work of the tech that we had 10 years ago. So yeah, it is one of those things where we just cannot have it all. So
yeah, but that's the thing. We're pursuing it at an R&D level. This is the beginning of that journey. Where we go from here, January, the first time you hear from us, we'll tell you what we did with your month or two of collecting feedback, how we're thinking about this. This is a very early request for thoughts. It is not indicative of assured change that's coming. Yeah. This is what the artists wanted. They said, can you just ask the community, what do they like? What do they not like? How should we do this? So that is what we're doing. So
that's cool.
Fair enough.
That's where we are.
Awesome.
I know. Talking about next year R&D already.
Yeah,
Who do we think we are?
Yeah, it feels like we still have to get through this year.
Absolutely.
Don't we?
Sweating.
I know.
So much.
This paper is so much more fun to do streams.
Yeah,
with.
you
just
just throw it on your iPad. It's just
what are you gonna do? And that's how I know I'm done.
Yeah.
Right? There's no paper left in the pile. Did I miss anything? Prizes. Okay, let's do a prize.
We'll run prizes while we wait and see if there's any questions.
Yeah. So you guys can just so.
Able to run some more
Quests
prizes.
Coming together.
Yep.
If that is the
I still see
main
people asking about Trinity. Trinity happened a month ago.
Yeah, we showed you Trinity.
They did show us Trinity a month ago.
We already did that.
Yeah, go back in time, watch Devstream 182 from October 27th or whatever.
Antis, thank you for upgrading to a tier 2 sub 3 months in advance of it, no less.
With
Much appreciated. Cheers for that.
We'll message you with 1,000
Yeah, send us 1,000 platinum.
That
sounds awesome. You want the prize.
Give
us Bowser Mario Party. It's like
bonus star on your sub, and it's improved
and
as well.
Us and we'll give you up. And then we're also going to do a Zaku Prime, I guess. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we showed you a lot this stream.
There's a lot to digest there.
Let me see if anyone on the team has any. Oh, I have 7 missed phone calls. Great. Okay.
Yeah, I've had a few too. Yeah.
That's a good sign.
We'll have to show the online song again.
Oh yeah, we'll end with that for sure. Let me just check. Definitely. Let me just check Slack to make sure.
Whilst they quickly run the whole
completely
giveaway.
Original name 13. You have 1 Zaku Prime.
I'm going to be back in just one moment, chat, so we can continue the stream after this dev stream ends.
There's a dev workshop up.
So I'll be back
if you
in just
see
one
the
moment.
Trinity things, you don't have to go back in time. You can go forward in time and read the dev workshop. It's all there. Everything is there for you. And what does Elise have to say? LOL. Oh, okay, she made the chair.
Right.
So
Yeah.
The chair.
I think that's it.
Okay. All right.
Anything?
Wow.
No. Hope you guys like the update.
Yeah.
It's got to be something else.
Yeah.
Excited
Ticking down. We're
Let's
ticking
timeline
down to
then.
the end.
Next week.
But the next big thing is
Line, December 5th.
next week. The week after that, you're
At the
there
Game
for the
Awards.
TGAs, and sometime in the future there'll be 1999.
Yeah. We'll give you the release date at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
So look forward to it. What else? Anything else? We're just kind of ending with a whimper. We need something like something really.
Like a flashbang grenade or something.
I don't know. Thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah.
Community, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you. Thanks everybody.
This is our last
everyone.
Devstream of the year.
Thanks for all the hard
so
work, guys.
Thank you. Thank you,
Absolutely.
everyone.
Okay.
Please enjoy your day.
Bye-bye.
Please stay. Don't put out the flame and run away. In this heartbreak, I'll be here fighting for you with or without you. Wide awake with all the things I know that I should say.
Alrighty. That takes us basically to the end of this stream. Or Devstream, not my stream, their stream. Also, this is really loud, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have run away and expected the music to be at a reasonable volume. But there we are. A lot of sneak peeks as to what's coming next month. No way they're throwing a Y2K type beat here? Of course they are. Enjoyably loud in this case? Well, fair enough. Yeah, the update is literally 1999, turn of the millennium. Which I'm sure many people here remember. Yeah. Next update on Zero to Hero, when it's ready. The last update came out, what, yesterday? When it's ready. Having met Reb, I can tell you, it's not weird Reb died twice there. It is not weird that Reb died twice doing emotes. It is exceptionally on brand. In all the best ways. Yeah. The emphasis they put on the end there, when it's not the end. Are we going to go through the dev workshop before continuing with the stream? I suppose the question is there anything in the dev workshop we need to read now that's different to what they've said so far on stream? Very, very much so, Martinos, yeah. Dan's on a very specific mission. There we are. That wraps that one up. And I've got to wrap it up. Thank you very much for the resub of your Prime up onto 8 months. Cheers for that. Cheers indeed. Alright, well, that wraps up that one. Let's switch us off of that listing. That has gone its own way now. Let's get our own music back up and running, which is under this bit here. There we are. That'll be bringing itself in. Yeah, let's have a very, very, very quick look on my other screen here at the dev workshop. Is it something I want to go over? Is it not? Let's see. News. Dev workshops. Nyx and Trinity Light reworks. Yeah, it's just covering those details again, but with a little bit more detail. To be honest, not something I wish to personally go over on this stream right now, so I'm going to post a link into the chat for anyone else who does want to go through that. There is your link to it. If you'd rather have a look at that, let's see what else I've got here for you today. Which, you know, it's your choice, really. It is your choice. Instead, what we've got today is a project update. It is indeed a project update. So now I need to make sure that my screens will switch over correctly. Let's see about that. It would help if I go to the correct one. Yeah, it looks like that'll switch over correctly. Alright then. Let's have a look at this, shall we? Did they say how much the Gemini skins are going to be? I don't recall if they did, sorry. I don't recall if they did. The night, cheers the hydrate. So So, project update. This is a project I've been working on for a very long time. Many of you, I'm sure, may not be familiar with it, but it is my project to turn all Warframes into Dungeons & Dragons monsters. Or at least, monsters which are compatible with Dungeons & Dragons, believe it or not. Is how that means. There's your orange Kelton. So, the stage we're at the moment is adding in all of the intro graphics, the cover art for each of the Warframes. So of course we have Ash as the first one because alphabetically Ash is at the top of the alphabet. And then the stat blocks and spells follow. We have Atlas, and then the stat blocks, including Rumbler stat block, and spells follow, Banshee, and so many of these. Some of these we've had on stream before in terms of the images where we're at. We've got the Baruch one. We've got Caliban, Chroma, Citrine, Dagath. I'm just flicking through these very, very quickly, I know. Dante. A lot of these were the ones we previously previewed. We've got Ember. We have got Equinox. Drop off it here or no? Nope, no drop on any channel on Warframe now. The drop was on the Devstream. The Devstream has ended, so there's no drop at all. No drop at all. That's all the Equinox. And Equinox, you'll notice there's a lot more stat blocks for Equinox than there is for other frames, because Equinox splits into day and night forms. It is able to change between them every single turn if it wants to. Every turn. We then have Excalibur, who is a pain in the ass to try and make even slightly interesting looking. You're 2 minutes off the job. Yeah, that happens, unfortunately, a lot with Twitch. A lot. We got Frost. We got Gara. Now, how many people here know exactly what scene this is in? I wonder if you can guess what scene this is in. If you know, don't say. I want people who are guessing what Captura scene this is. If you've not been told it, I've not shown you what it is before. Just looking at it, do you know the scene? Dog Days? Yeah. Alright, more obvious than I thought. But yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why, but just when I was putting it together, putting Gara in Dog Days just seemed correct. Yes, the ball in the background. And what I figure is that somebody who doesn't know Warframe is going to have no idea about that. They're just going to see the details like, why is there a bulge, a bug? What is that back there? And we'll know, oh yeah, that's when that Grenadier lady got all high on gas and had a water fight. Gara plays Vital on Warframe. Where do we put a vacation? Well, I didn't want to put it where she died. Besides, Equinox is already there. Oh, a little bit further for Equinox. Yeah, Equinox got Plains of Eidolon because I could have the lovely day and night, because you can change day and night, straight of time of day, in the open world scenes. So that was perfect for Equinox. I didn't then want another Plains so soon after. So instead, we've got the absolutely beautiful, bright, rainy scene that is the Dog Days day scene for Gara. It just seemed to fit. It just seemed to fit. Then we have Garuda. Because, yep, corpses, if they're going to be in any of these, it's going to be in the one with Garuda. That is kind of her thing, to just be a little bit more macabre about it. Gauss, I couldn't figure the best way I wanted to have Gauss fit in, visually, thematically, and whatnot, because I didn't want it to be too sci-fi, but I think that captures enough of it. It's one of my least favourites, I will admit, but I'm happy enough. Happy enough. Grendel came out quite nicely. Really filling up the frame, which, you know, it's kind of what the dude's supposed to do. We have got Jaya. Managed to capture her mid-spin in a way that it feels like she's mid-spin rather than just awkwardly posed. So we're getting satisfied with that. We have got Harrow, who was an absolute menace to try and put together. Those of you who saw the stream of that particular graphic know exactly how painful that was to do. Got Hildren, who, despite being in a sci-fi environment, actually still kind of fits a vibe that can be more arcane giant concrete contraption or stone contraption rather than necessarily sci-fi, so I'm happy with that. Really happy how that's come together. How many hours or days have I put into this project? In the order of about 400 hours. Slightly over 400 at this point, I think. And we got Hydroid, a good old hand cannon. Let's not start that debate again. And Hydroid, again, is split into 2 sets. So Hydroid comes with an ocean variant and a swamp variant. This is to address the fact that during this entire development, Hydroid was significantly reworked, and so because of that substantial rework in Warframe, I decided to just keep both of them. I kept the old, and I made the new. So that means that the Ocean Hydroid is the old Hydroid, that includes having Undertow as an ability, and then the Swamp Hydroid has the more caustic effects to it. So the clear water and the murky water are both infested with Hydroid. That's the way I kept that in, because I liked how it came together. I put in a lot of work to make Undertow actually dangerous and scary, rather than haha puddle. So I was keeping it. And then with Anaros, again I'm still not wholly satisfied with this, but I suppose keeping in the full staff. Anaros, and then Anaros, same again because of the major Hydroid. Now there's 2 of them. Anaros had a rework, and so we've got 2 Minaros, which has the original setup, I believe. Yes, has the original. And then we have Crypt Anaros, which is the updated one. So that is post-rework, pre and post. And they both have desiccation, so that could carry over. The new Anaros' Sandstorm is somewhat different to the old one, and so to address that, I renamed the old one to Sirocco. Because not only is Sirocco the name of a weapon in Warframe, so it's a nice little harkening there, but an actual Sirocco is related to a sandstorm. Not exactly, but it's related to. So I figured that was a good enough pickup in terms of a name right there. And that is currently where the project is at in terms of the graphics. Those were done on stream last week. I've not had any opportunity throughout the week since to get any more done because I have been recovering from that amount of artistic talent or lack thereof, which means I still have the rest of the graphics to do. Wait, did I just skip Avara? Okay, apparently I skipped Avara, but then I did do some more and forgot that I did them. Jade! This is how Jade came out. How did I skip Avara? Avara is invisible intentionally. That's what it was. Did I get any help with the graphics or do these all myself? All of these you've seen so far have been all by myself. All of these ones have been my work. So we got Jade here using the scene that's in the Earth Tile set. I forget the name of it. Silver Grove. Using the Silver Grove scene because then we get the sun rays coming down, except the sun rays coming down were not enough, and so I added more to give a more resplendent rainbow effect. It slightly washes out the frame, but I think it's come together quite nicely. Get that very angelic approach as best I can. If I had access to physical manipulation tools and not just Captura, I would have unfurled that and brought this one into frame, but it's the best I could do. Best I could do. And then we have Cora taking a complete opposite. That's one thing I've done with as many of the pages as I can, is having a very visually distinct theme, chapter to chapter. So Cora goes from the resplendent rainbow to the absolute dull, kind of, I don't know what you call that. It's half teal, half slatey color. Venari wants to be in your face, True Cat. Yeah. This this took so many tries. So many tries to get it where Venari was stood still, close enough to Cora, whilst Cora was not somewhere in some broken emote. So many tries to get that cat to sit still. But I got there. With no particle effects, no animations going on, just picture. Oh. Or as boss will essentially be the equivalent to a beach episode. Fair do. Cats are not good with picture day. Yeah, it's very much true cat. Very much true cat. Tell how tame this looks? Yeah. Trying to do anything more exotic with a Kavat? Absolutely not happening. Is my name Ken? Yes, it is. Hello, Ray. Is that where I've got up to? Right. Okay, yeah, that is where I've got up to. So, the next ones I need to do, I need to go back and do Ivara. Apparently I did not put Ivara into the document. Silly of me. And then it is on to Kome. Kome is the next one to do the graphic for. ARG just went bad. If you want to see, check the Tea Lounge. Ooh, let's have a quick look at the Tea Lounge. What's going on over there? Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Oh, balls. I knew there was a reason I wasn't participating directly. Oh, no. You... I blame all of you. You just had to shove codes where codes didn't belong, didn't you? Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, that's fun. Oh, and there's a new track. Thanks, Ray. Is that a different one from the Devstream? Maybe Wally infected 1999 as well. Or some kind of development going on. Yeah. Oh dear. Why is Wally here? The ARG. So, basically, when D do major releases, they sometimes like to have these interactive clue hunting thingamajigs where people as a community figure out all the clues, piece it all together, and unlock some interesting bits and pieces. And what you've successfully unlocked this time is something helping out Wally. Well done. Well done. What's ARG? Exactly what I just described. If you want to know more about it, literally just Google Warframe ARG 2024 and grab the details. I don't know enough about it myself as to exactly what went down this time because I just don't get involved in them, as that kind of clue hunting is not really my speed. But for those of you who did get involved, well done. Well done. Thanks for sharing that, Ray. Thank you for sharing. Actions have consequences. True as ever. Okay, so coming back to what was sorted on this, so I need to get on to making the next of the graphics. I need to have Ivara. So Ivara is right here, immediately after the Inaros one. Now the question is, what Ivara do I go for? Because Ivara herself, if I use Ivara's invisibility on Ivara Prime, it has that really cosmic look, but at the same time we lose Ivara. I wonder if there is a way I can have the best of both worlds on that one. I wonder if I can have, similar to Equinox, Evara both invisible and not invisible, capture the same scene, same pose, splice the middle to give an impression of Evara either going into or coming out of invisibility. There's cloak options in Auxiliary. There is a cloak options as well, but I mean, that makes her glow or just translucent, which is maybe not really the effect I'm going for. No, Equinox having only part of her invis. That's what I'm thinking. Having that, having, say, the top half, but cut at an angle, because angles are more interesting visually. Having the top half be visually apparent, so you get Evara, and then her lower half, which is less visually interesting. If I can get the transition between the two to look good, you then have invisibility kind of building up from below or dropping down to below. Coming out of it should be simply going into it now. I'm not sure how you mean on that, Moon, because I intend to not capture mid-animation, but to capture 2 shots and then splice them. I think that'll be the best way to capture the essence and appearance of Evara here. Capture 2 shots, splice them. Now, with a Naros, that used a dark scene with a very gilded frame. So I think what I'm going to do is see if I can invert that appearance. This one's a very bright one. So let's try and capture more of a middle ground. A dark Vara. Let's see what I can make work with that. So I'm going to need to load up the bits and pieces because I did not have Warframe open during the Devstream, so it wasn't constantly just running processes on my computer for no good reason. Let's get rid of that notification.
Hi Ken. Great to see your project updates so far. Great job.
Thank you, Token. Much appreciated. Thank you for the 100 bits. Just going to get signed into the game real quick. It may just blare music at us because Dan has the music on. Nope, I wasn't signed into Dan last time. I was signed into my main. That's fine. Let's just get ourselves into that. Mars Tellset looks a bit gloomy. I don't want to use Mars because Mars is going to have the same kind of vibes as Inaris' Tomb. So no, I would like a different color palette than that. I'll see what leaps out at me once I can get this all together. So let us switch back on over to this. That should load in 3, 2, 1, load. That didn't happen. Anyway, so I have an unread message in my inbox. Why do I have an unread message in my inbox? What have I got? Oh yes, double affinity. Very, very nice. Yo! Hi Pits, we've been raided. Where has this come from all of a sudden? Nightmare with the raid of 385 brave souls. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 2 + 2 equals 2, real math. I mean, if you're asking Java or JavaScript, quite possibly. Welcome on in, all of you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had yourselves a wonderful time over at Nightmare Stream. Thank you very much for the raid, and welcome on into this here. I am about to try and do a little bit of capture with Evara, because I need a lovely shot to go on the D&D project. Absolutely. Welcome in all of y'all. Hope you've had yourself a good stream, Nightmare, and if you do need to dip off right this moment, I absolutely understand. I absolutely understand. Otherwise, stick around, enjoy the show. That goes for everyone, really. You take care, Nightmare. Have a good one. Do I think Nyx's 4 augment will get the floaty float? It sounded like Nyx's 4 augment is basically going to stay pretty much as it currently is. So, with the exception of removing the energy drain, you'll still just be walking around. You'll be having your normal movement by the sounds of it, or near enough normal movement. But then you'll also have your gun out, as opposed to without the augment, then you'll have the floaty float. It sounds like they're making it where the ability becomes very different with the augment, which is a good thing. An augment revolutionizing an ability is kind of what an augment's supposed to do, so I like that. Or we can't jump, so you assume not? Well, we can't jump in the normal form currently. And that's getting real movement now, so maybe they might add a jump to it. Maybe they might just go, yeah, just parkour around. Live your best life. You never know. Or they may restrict it. You can still move around, but not parkour around. That's not clear at this point. It might be in the dev workshop. I've not gone over the exact details on that. So I will find out over the weekend if it is in that. But suffice to say, I don't think it's going to have any floaty float. And if I'm wrong on that, then I'm wrong on that. If it's like a virus product like that, it currently kind of is. For the 4 formant, it currently kind of is. Anywho, so Evara here. Evara needs to be able to show off. Now that Artemis bow, what kind of appearance has it got there? So I could go with this Orichin colors approach and just kind of roll with it. But I was thinking of going a dark Evara to kind of splice between the two brighter colored frames. Yes, the Orbment will also be duration based. No, I think they said that the Orbment is going to be drain based. It's just it won't have the extra energy drain for taking damage or preventing damage. So I think the Orbment is going to change in that regard. Yeah, it'll keep being a toggle, but it won't have the extra cost. And instead, the toggle cost will go up a bit to account for that cost you're no longer spending on receiving damage. I think that's what they're doing with it. Do I need a Vara fashion? I might have something saved. You know what? Sure. Actually, sure. That is not the look I was expecting to have saved, and it's a weird one. Which Orbment? The Orbment for Nyx is 4. Yeah. So with that then, if we go for the appearance on the bow, I want that to copy frame colors. That fits in. I don't know if I will use the bow, but I'll be trying with and without. But that should be able to get us somewhere. So now to grab the scene, I want something decently contrasting to these colors. Emma taking an interesting choice? I think it looks alright. Also be decently contrasting to those colors, but also something that looks like the kind of place you'd be skulking around. So it has to be somewhere that is not bright. Mars, again, I don't really want to go for Mars, because I've got the Inaros one in the chapter just before, and that chapter is set in the Inaros tomb, which is Mars. Orb Valis, that might be too bright for the indication of stealthing around. Saturn 6, absolutely not. That red washes out near enough everything. No, that one does not work well. Stalker's Lair Scene. If one's going to be stalking around somewhere, thematically that seems a place, but I wonder if it wouldn't give the right vibe. What am I making? I am making a cover art for the Evara chapter of my Warframe to D&D project. Valis Caves. Might be able to get something to work with that, actually, yes. There might be a good cave location we can use. What's the color key scene look like? It's a flat color, and you get to choose which color it is from your color palettes. So if you want it to be purely white or purely black, you can do. Is the project available anywhere? Once I'm finished with the project, so once I put in all the cover art, all the additional splice art, and a secret final section, once I've got all that done, the whole thing will be available for free to everyone, indefinitely. All those details are all ironed out, so here's a case of just sharing it out. But let's find a cave with the kind of environment we're looking for. Now, because it's Captura, I can't use the proper map. I can only get that map, which is wildly frustrating. it does make navigating a little bit more painful. And I'm going to have to actually literally remember where some good caves are. Which, fun fact, I don't. But I know if I follow the roads, I can find something. Okay. So could I get something to work in here, perhaps? Okay, why is the light so bright? Is there a way to turn off that, I wonder? Yeah, because that is going to be problematic. That is really, really bright. Anyone know if there's a key to turn that off? Because, like, that... If I have a, like, that... No, look at that. That is so needlessly bright. Is she like that normally? Wait for the game to adjust. Think so, no. Okay, let me just check a different scene real quickly. Let's go to... Just in case it's a good scene as well for it. The Velbreak Forest scene, let's go there. Yeah, so that glow was definitely as a result of being in the cave. Okay. Mild frustration on that one, but it's fine. This part doesn't feel what I was hoping for, but could... I wonder if there's something here for us. Okay, well, the plant is blocking the camera, so no. Not there. Wait for something to vibe and stand out. Just kind of gotta get the feel for the area, see if there's something here I can latch onto. I may have made it too contrasting. Maybe the bow isn't right mirroring in the colors. Yeah, because that's an empty looking scene. Can I get peeking from the bush? It's a leafy bush. If I have a little bit over here, might be too similar to Jade's scene. Nah, Jade's is very bright. Jade's is very, very bright. Okay, I wonder if we first of all turn off that depth of field, bring in the field of view. Doesn't remove the leaf, so I can have Ivara come across a bit, and then I can use the branch of the bush as my separation line, so long as it doesn't wave in the wind. Shit. All of the grass, ferns, everything are going to wave around, which means that switching from visible to invisible, the scene will change. Okay. That's a problem. So down to a crawl. It's still going to be the transition time from visible to invisible, Moon. Because we have to wait for the animation to end. We have to wait for the particles to go. I can, hopefully, capture this one bush, if I'm using this as my splice point, if I capture the bush at exactly the same point in its waving animation, I should be able to then... I should be able to then overlay the two, splice along the bush, everything below, we just transition to the invis frame, everything above, it's a visible frame, and any of the grasses around the area shouldn't be an issue, because we're cutting along one specific part, one hard line. It might work. Because I can cut around the grasses to keep either one set of grass or another, if it really comes to it. And that wouldn't be the most involved cutting. I wouldn't need to get that bang on. So long as I have the right angle, it should still sit. So long as all the lighting remains consistent enough, I should be able to get that to work. If not, then I'll come up with a new plan for how to pitch Ivara. But I think I can make this work. And then it's a case of making the edit look good enough as well. That could be more interesting. So yeah. Let's get her into position. I wanted her to come a little bit further this way. I was hoping the branch bounce a bit higher. Also, I need to consider the width of the shot I'm allowed to take. That's too wide. I need it to come across a bit more, turn around to there. Oops. Nope. Got a head in the shot. Head in the leaves. Okay. This can work. Oh, that front grass clipping with the feet. No, it shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. So if I can capture it right about there on both, I should have something to work from. Now the other question is, have I captured the essence of Ivara here? Does this feel like Ivara? Does it look good? Does it look correct? It's a very toxic look. That green and purple. The skirt will be somewhat removed from the image because it'll be invisible. So I know a lot of people look at the prime skirt and be like, that will effectively be somewhat taken out. Not sold on the colours. I'm not fully sold on them either, to be honest. It's at risk of feeling like a 1999 paintball game. Too much contrast? Yeah. Okay. So the question is, what direction to take that? Because this is a very low contrast scene. Like the green switch to a blue, that's definitely going to fit into a scene. Because part of the problem is that as much as she is the huntress, she's meant to be a huntress under invisibility. The actual frame itself, we want to be visually distinct and apparent in the shot. If it's not distinct and apparent in the shot, we're going to be looking at a visually difficult to resolve image, and that ain't good. So the more she blends in, the more we actually do her a disservice because we lose her in the process. Full yellow should definitely stand out, thanks. Let's detach the camera. Detach the camera, advanced camera controls, save this camera. Right, get it that angle there. Okay, so now... Okay, she's aimed upwards for some reason. Slight problem. I currently have her invisibility set to the wrong one. And this is going to turn her around. Fuck. Yeah. One of my plans with the book, given Warframe never stops adding frames, is there just a hard cut-off point? Yes. It'll be as soon as I can basically hit the finish point. That's the finish point. So if it turns out I need to add side to 9, then I'll add side to 9. Please. What do you... There we go. And up. Okay. So that's how she would look with the shimmer invis. So you can imagine that up to the branch, have the invis, and then above, have it be the frame itself. And someone suggested going with brown silver approach. Maybe that could work. Because the rest of this is kind of getting there. Yeah, because that neon paintball club scene kind of a visual is not what I'm looking for. Against the appearance. Fire Prime. But let's mute these color channels down into browns. Oh wow, that is an aggressive color channel. Maybe not this set of colors. Nope, 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 nope. It's too light. We got any in here that would fit the bill? Is there not a middle ground between these two? Come on. Rounds on Nama are solid? You're going to tell me I don't have Nama, right? Yep. There we go. There's a good middle ground. Okay. Now, let's go for the accents first. Yeah, get that silver in there. Edges on this? What kind of trimming do we want to go? Because I could go... Yeah, just kind of saturated on a similar tone. Gives a little texture is all. And then this backing to it. Let's see if I fully black that out. How black does it go? You know, that'll be fine actually. Yeah. Does it have to be the prime skin? Does all Jellyfish theme clashes with all Huntress theme? It only clashes if you decide that it clashes. I quite like the prime skin. Didn't fix the boat. Kinda gotta fix the bow. Okay. So thinking along that line right there. Is she holding the arrow weird? I'm sure it's fine. Arrow color? I like the splash color. Yeah, the arrow's not on the string. That's what it is. Yeah. Oh, but then she turns it. Yeah, she turns it horizontal. Oh, wait. Now she's holding it on the string. That works. That works. There we go. I don't know what I did. Take us back to this camera angle, please. There we go. Get the branch at the height of its swing upwards, because that gives us a good cut across point to switch from visible Avara to invisible Avara and try and see if I can make this work. Now I need to not screw with this scene, and I need to get ready to take the ultra mega size screenshot, which it turns out I've not yet opened up the details for, so I'm going to quickly open those now. Select application, Warframe, output to that resolution. There we go. Prepare, set. There it is. Okay, so that should give me the screenshot. Let me make sure that has come through. Screenshot. Success. Okay. Now I need to load up the other folder, which is full page shots. Wait for this to load through. I want to make sure first that I've actually got the right dimensions, that she's going to fit into frame appropriately. If she doesn't do that, then I am a little bit scuppered and I'll have to retry. So let's get that. So this is the scene or shape we are working with. Good. Okay, looks like I can get that to fit. Yeah. So she'll fit there. We'll get the split through here to be invisible down, visible above. That should work. Would it make for a good shot if I was crouching in a tree with a bow drawn at the elusive sniper vibe? So it would, if that's how Captura worked. Unfortunately, with the way Warframes pose themselves, with the way they stand on terrain, unfortunately it would have it where she would be very awkwardly posed, probably hovering above a branch that she's stood on. She'd have the slightest bit of a hitbox touching the branch, and the rest of it just horizontally away from the branch. There'll be clipping, because when Warframes crouch, typically they just cause clipping all over the place with their cosmetics. It just creates a whole bundle of issues, I'll be quite honest with you. This, however, this doesn't have all that clipping. It looks like she stood where she's supposed to be stood. We can capture the essence of the frame in the shot. And I just need to do the same shot again with invisibility active, see about getting the two to cross over, splice it in. Warframe's difficult to read when static? Yeah. Yeah, Warframe silhouettes kinda don't work whilst crouched as well. So if you really want to be able to see the frame, they need to be very good at being seen whilst crouched. And Avara is an exceptionally busy frame. So yeah. I'm satisfied with this going to be in the right direction. Salvatore. And now I need to get the other shot and hope I don't screw this up. Hope. Let's prep myself for doing that one correctly. Now, it's fine that I just wobbled the camera there because I did the smart thing and saved the exact camera position on that. So I can't lose that. There we go. Looks like she's holding the same angle. That's fine. Okay. Now, I have no idea if these leaves are in exactly the correct position or if they might be a little bit out. I will work with what I've got and try and figure it from there. Let's again make sure I have got exactly the right position. Yes, I have. Alt-tab out so I can't accidentally shunt the camera. Set it to max res. Alt-tab in, screenshot. Alt-tab out. Bring it back to normal size. And let's do the work. Okay. Now, it has been displaced, so I need to line them up. So what I can do for that, that'll have to do. What I can do for that, pop this here, right on it. Of course, that's not going to be visible over there. It's off the scene. Okay. Opacity. So I need to get this up here to line up. That looks correct, doesn't it? Yeah, it's there. There we go. Oh, they're a pixel out. Honestly, that was damn good. That was damn good on the leaves. Look at that. Oh, I could not have timed that better for eyeballing it. That was damn good. All the other leaves and whatnot down here changed, but they're not a concern because I'll be cutting across here. Oh. Not many people will notice a pixel, certainly not when it's 300 DPI. Absolutely. Oh, that makes this next bit a little bit easier. I was genuinely concerned I may have been overestimating my ability to pause at the right spot. Evidently not. Or I got lucky. I'd rather be lucky than struggling, so, you know, we'll take it. So, let's do the cutting. Because I've got the scenes so well connected. Now, there's going to be the cutoff here. I might do some editing mumbo-jumbo to make that seem alright, because the skirt does just vanish. Okay. It doesn't go translucent or mostly... the skirt just vanishes. Interesting. Okay. We'll see how it looks. I might have to abandon the entire project. Am I going to do a hard cut or a gradient? So, I have an idea, and it's an idea that probably won't work. But I have an idea, and I want to try it first before voicing it. So I'm going to duplicate the invisible one, so that when I make changes to one, I still have the original. Alright. Let's select the area up top that needs to be removed from this one. we come out from here and just kind of follow along the branch, because it's within a pixel, no one should notice, right? We'll see how it looks, but no one should notice. I don't need to follow the branch so heavily when I'm inside of a leaf. I should get away with just cutting here. If not, I just undo and try again. And then come down here. I think. Oh wait, no, up, because I want to keep the bow in. Yeah, come down here. Yeah. Because then I go up, around, 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 around. That section I am removing. I need to add transparency to the layer. Like so. Okay. Why is there a exposure change? Why? Okay. Good news is I have an idea on how to fix this. So we grab another duplicate of that one. Uh-huh. Yeah. So with that one here, we now select the area I cut out. Uh-huh. On this here, and then I'm gonna do this not across the body. No, it's fine. You know what? I'm gonna feather the whole lot. Feather the whole lot, see how it looks. Feather, 100 pixels. And then delete. Oh, needed to add the transparency, of course. Okay. You can't really see the exposure change now. That works. You're saying that with ellipsis moon, which sounds like you mean it doesn't work. It's not as noticeable. I mean, where is it? Where's the exposure change? Can you draw the line without doing it from memory? Can you see it? Yeah. It's a bit of shadow. It's good enough. It's good enough, and that's good enough for me, because, again, still not an artist. Now, I was considering adding some kind of effect on the actual transition, but because we're losing the skirt entirely, I don't think that's a good idea. I think having the feathered transition, giving it a bit of a blurred edge, is sufficient. So, yeah, basically I just don't want to screw with it. I don't want to screw with it. So, next thing then is the image currently is visually a little boring. And I think the usual brightness contrast adjustment, which works with a lot of capture stuff, should probably help it pop a little bit here. Let's fiddle with the base shot first. I'm gonna, again, duplicate it because I'm not an idiot. fiddle with the base shot. If it looks good enough, apply it to the overlay as well. See where we go from there. Simple little brightness contrast hit. Not too much. That is a little too much. Just washing out because of the brightness of the jellyfish. It is washing it out a bit. I mean, the skirt down here we are mostly losing anyway. This bit over here does wash out a bit. This up here isn't too bad. I didn't really want to go through cutting her out and doing it that way today. That just takes too long. I mean, let's do that and apply the same effect up here. Okay. This isn't really what I had in mind for her, but it is capturing her. There's another good old go-to that does a lot of work, which is a vignette. Or vignette, however you pronounce it. I've heard both, so I don't care anymore. Yeah. Adding the shadows around the top and bottom there. Is that going top and bottom? Yeah, it is going top and bottom. Yeah. Just enough. Kind of darken everything but herself. The idea. Or darken away from her. And help draw the focus in a little bit more. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to overthink it. The main thing we've captured here is, hey look, this is a person, or Warframe, that uses a bow and arrow, and has the ability to go invisible. And it looks nice. Like, the invisibility has this interesting shimmer effect to it, if you want to think about it that way. I think that sells it enough. I think. Because the other option would be to manually erase down into a perfect line, but it's more likely to just cause issues. Yeah, I'm gonna... I could fiddle forever, I could be upset forever, that's the nature of art, even if you're not an artist. So, you know what, I am gonna leave that one there. I am satisfied enough with how that one comes together. Now, this does make it where I need to switch to the correct scene. Come on. Oh, I hate it when the Explorer does this. Give me my thing back without showing everything that doesn't need to be shown because of NDAs. That's fine. Alright. That was not the one I wanted. There we are. There we go. So, I need to now export that and make sure it goes to the right folder. Yes, this is Evara. Quicker render. I need the tool to upload it. Where is it? There it is. So that's now just uploading. Whilst that uploads, I'm going to see if I can reset Windows Explorer because it has developed a bug. Please don't crash the stream. Okay, I don't think it crashed stream. That is good. That is good. So there we are, we need this one, and I need that window back. Alright, cool. Now that that is all working again, let us switch back to the editor. Bring you guys back into the picture. So you can see what's going on now again. I need to grab the copy line. Here it is. Go to the Avara page. And on the Avara page, we have here that, which currently is obviously an error, so you just need to move the Avara details over. And there we go. No raffle today, Salvatore. No raffle today. Friday. Cheers, Space Jam. You have yourself a good one. Okay. I'm not overjoyed with the result. I'll be quite honest. It does feel a little bit too meh, I think is the only word that's really coming to mind. It's just kind of, it's a Vara. It's a passing grade. I'm not overwhelmed by it. It doesn't grab me in the same way as others do. I'm happier with Jade there. Cora's is okay. There are others which really do stand out to me. Like the Hydroid one. The Hydroid one I'm very happy with. That one just captures him to a T. That is exactly what I want for a Hydroid cover art. The Hildrim one I'm happy with. The Hera one has come out nicely. Grendel's a nice one. But yeah. Yeah, I can come back to it for another pass at another point. You're very right on that. I can come back to it. It's just... yeah. It's okay. And okay will do. Have I tried an effect that isn't an in-game one? No editing software better than you. Yeah, so it's not so much about the editing software in this case as it is the editor, me. I am not an art student or artist in general. The last formal education I had in doing anything artistic was when I was 13. Jesus, yeah. So that's 18 years ago. Everything since then has not been anything other than purely amateur for the sake of it. Which, when it comes to trying to do things arty-fartsy, puts me in a little bit of a pickle. But I think I'm doing my best. To go alongside all the stuff which I am good at, which is mechanics. So next is Komei. Komei is the next one I need to do a capture a shot for. Now, Komei's idle animation, I think, is a brilliant dramatization of the kind of powers that she has. So that one already is where I'm thinking of going. Komei's idols are exactly the spot we want to be in. So, that was supposed to switch like that, but, you know, that's how these things work. Let's pop ourselves out of that editor. Let's leave capture, let's go grab Komei, reset all that stuff, take it from there. We're only going to have time for a couple of these today, but that's absolutely fine. A little bit of progress here or there. It took me a moment to realise what was wrong. It genuinely took me a moment to realise what was wrong. Where's her skirt? Avara? No. No, this is not okay. This is absolutely not okay. Let's There we go. Much better. I'll copy the colours, but yeah, you know. Evara. Rules. Anyway, Komi. Let's bring Komi to bear. Now, Komi, I struggled on trying to figure out the aesthetics of how to make her look when she released, and I've had nothing change on that for me. However, we do have her idle animations. We do have her idols, and that should get us a nice shot. There you are. Kind of swipe and say, we're thinking way too far ahead, but Wukong, what about getting him in the clone in the Defy animation? Maybe that, maybe them doing a handshake, maybe getting the mid-split. There's lots of options with Wukong. But we'll get to that one when we get to that one. That's in W. We're currently in K. So, we'll need to capture a shot again. Could be cool doing it in front of a shrine. I don't have the shrine. Is there a shrine scene, or are you talking about the shrine over on Cetus? If I go the Cetus scene, do we have access to the shrine? Is it there in that scene, or is the scene the old scene? The shrine is there. Excellent. Okay. Question is, do I want a Warframe in front of a fruit basket filled shrine? Do I really want her there? Now, it's this kind of marionette idol that I can work with nicely for her, I think. You can't see the strings because of depth of field. There we go. Something like that. Something like that, I think, captures her. Stringing herself up, but demonstrating what she'll do to others. But the background here, no. This is not a D&D Warframe monster background. It's a shrine to Komi. Now, there may be a scene around here we can use, but I doubt it. It's all very cheery chipper. Can I change time of day for this as well? I can, actually. So a nighttime scene does give more potential. And we could have her down on the coast, thinking as to how it's the infested sea monster comes out. That might be a little bit too basic of a scene. I don't think I have a coastal scene for much already. We've got Gara, I suppose, on our beach side. The question is capturing that. Is that going to give us something interesting? Is that going to give us what we want? Brain's gone touching his cave? Not sure on that. No, it fits. Or at least it will fit other frames better. Like it's fit Excalibur. Now I wonder if I mess with the FOV on this. Just does something more interesting happen? Okay, well, she ends up looking like she just stood wrong. Yeah, so not that kind of FOV because of the rocks as well, low quality. Hyper out. Does make it feel a little bit off and possibly in the right direction. I'm not sure. I'm just screwing around seeing how it feels. This does feel like it captures the essence of her. If you imagine, take out the two sides, we wouldn't have the tower, we wouldn't have the trees. My hand's the other way around on the camera, but it doesn't matter. It would be just cut down to her, so you would have that overcast background, you'd have the strings. Have her on these watery rocks. It is a very grim scene. It's not evil, it's not cruel, it's just rather dark and clearly a bit twisted. It's pure Kome? And then it fits in thematically for those who know Warframe as to where she is involved in the game, what she is part of, defending Cetus against the sea monster. So we managed to capture both the essence of Kome in a way that is suitably menacing and demonstrative, as well as also fitting in with the game's lore. And that's a lovely combo. Crop the shot down, see how it looks, make sure there's not loads of dead space on the right and left, because this is a bit thin. That's my only concern. Might not be an issue, but it is my concern. So let's go through the process of grabbing the screenshot properly. Let's... Label said, head doesn't read well in this pose, the rest is really nice. Yeah, the head is kind of hard to process, but I'm happy to lose that in favor of the whole frame, if you get what I'm saying. A head isn't a lot to look at in the first place, versus the very nature of this frame being held up on strings. I'm happy to lose the head for the pose. Screenshot. Not screenshotting, because I need to tab into the game itself. There we are. Bring this back out. Okay, screenshot saved. My recording software is complaining, but it can just do one. It's just what we gotta do. Okay, with the screenshot I then can switch to this scene safely. Camera's a bit in the way, but you know, it'll be fine. No, it won't be. Let's do this properly. Let's do this properly. There we are. Alright, Ladybug, you take care. Have a good one. And Mantis with the hydrate. Cheers. Try turning on look at camera, for curiosity's sake. I'm going to skip on that for now, I'll be quite honest. I more just kind of want to get the scene done. I noticed we've got for another night scene with Avara and Kome, but they are separated in chapters between other things, so that should be fine. That should be fine. The chapters won't feel too samey as a result. So, I need to import the screenshot. Let's move it up. Just put it over the top of everything else. Okay. So there is a bit of dead space around her. There is a bit more dead space than I want. Because it is a very thin image. I don't think there's really anything I can do about that. Like, I could try and have a different scene where there's a little bit more going on in the background off to the sides, but... yeah. Turn to the tower, have that in the background. I don't know about the tower, to be honest. Bring the camera down a touch, have a little more rock under her. Let's see how that would look. Let's see how that would look. Let's flick back into that. So yeah, the scene barely moves in comparison to how much we lose of her. Coming in from that angle, we're losing more of the understanding of the frame. And the tower's a bit techy. You meant the other way, camera down, low angle, closer to the floor? I mean, that's just going to give us even more sky. Nah. I'm not vibing with changes there, so I'm gonna go with the good old basic of applying a Vignette and see what the hell happens with it. Yeah, if it said low angle the first time, I'd have had, yeah. Maybe the trees in the background? I just think it's only on the very edges. It's sheer width of the shot. If I can make the edges less important visually to the viewer, then I can resolve that, potentially. So, I can try with this. Let's bring that in so I can get the right squeeze on it. I want it to be focused on the sides. Bring the radius back out. Give more of a side squeeze on it. Now let's get that right to there. Increase softness to bring in darkness a bit. Like so. Because it's just the sheer space around the corners. When we darken that, we put, again, the focus onto the frame. Maybe with rain it would look better. Nah. I see what you were hoping for there, but I don't have a lot of faith in how that would come together. Let's go with that for a moment. And then what I might also try, let's just... If we have a quick look as to how brightness contrast affects the frame itself. Does help it pop more. What if we focus that on the frame a bit more? And then feather it out. And then do that. To really make it stand out from the background. So, original, shot. That's the difference we're making there. And I think that goes from there's a lot of empty space around her, it's all just gloomy blue, to bringing in the visual focus. It's still got the exact same image composition, it's just playing with the shadow, playing with the contrast, changing where the visual focus is. To change the emphasis. And that does enough to cut it out that we don't need to try and just fill the background with clutter. Okay, Ellie. Alright, I think I understand what you're going for. So, Ellie's saying, more thinking originally, move the camera directly down along the y-axis, so down, without altering the angle too much, only slightly tilting up, so you go down but low angle it, to keep the puppet strings in view, such that Kome herself is more centralized to the shot. Which means you were thinking along the lines of... that. That's what you were thinking. Which gets a little bit more of the helmet, but we still end up with a lot of background blank. Which is the exact thing we're trying to solve anyway. Either way works, but I think we have a satisfying image. At this point. By going for this one here. I am satisfied with it. You too, Moon. Take care. Alright, I need to go through the process of exporting this, so y'all get to just enjoy the viewer captura for a moment whilst I go through that. Let's send this over. Expect Kome. Process. Big lady to help a lot. It does this with a lot of Warframe capture, I've noticed. The two major things being the brightness contrast, bump them both up a bit, and then shadow. They suggested a while ago about putting a dice in that dead space. So the dice I don't use so much in the actual design of her, because the dice lean into more video game mechanic, whereas this is tabletop mechanic. So in order to utilize that, what I've done is I've created some fundamentally different abilities for her, at least in some cases, which then utilize tabletop gaming, i.e. D&D mechanics, rather than utilizing Warframe game mechanics, while still capturing the essence of it. It is the frame where I've taken some significant liberties on, about as much as with Dante, to be able to fit it into the game. Once I've uploaded the image, I'll be able to show you how I've done that. And I think you'll be satisfied with it. If I'm quite honest, I think you'll all be satisfied with how Kome plays as a D&D monster. So let's just get that to load. Let's get the other window ready. You can see why I was dreading doing this artistic section. Because, again, not an artist. Zoom out slightly so we can more easily see that. Alright, that is set up. Let's get the rest of you the ability to see what I'm doing here. And there she is. You come out of the chorus section, and you are greeted with this strung up frame. There is a bit of dead space at the top there, but if anything, it re-emphasizes the strings. It gets us there. But with Kome, let's focus on the most video gamey of all, Omakuji, where you would have one of so many decrees. I have shrunk it down to 12 custom decrees. When casting this spell, roll a d12, determine which of these favorable blessings Kome receives. You get Kome regains 1 hit point whenever it hits with an attack. Kome's ranged attacks ignore cover and long range. Kome has advantage to attack slow targets. Kome's speed increases by 10 feet. Kome can attack from prone without disadvantage. Kome can jump 3 times its normal distance. Kome's AC increases by 1 for each enemy within 10 feet. Kome's attacks deal additional 1d4 fire damage. Kome's critical range increases by 1. Kome does not provoke attacks of opportunity. Kome adds 1d4 to its saving throws. And Kome gains resistance to next hit it receives after bullet jumping. Any of those can be rolled, or if the DM decides to fudge it and choose one for themselves, I can't stop them, but the roll is the spell. Any of those can be rolled. Those are the decrees to fit into a D&D setting. None of the decrees have levels. They don't get stacked and stacked and stacked. It just happens. And they're designed to be simple. They're designed to be noticeable. And they are designed to catch the kind of randomness of Kome, that it changes Kome's style. Attack from prone sounds silly. It does sound silly. It does sound silly, but it then adds another layer to it. Because if Kome gets that, the DM can go, okay, well, you know what? This screws with the ranged attackers beautifully. Kome is now attacking perfectly whilst skittering on the ground, and if the DM wants to lean into the weirdness of a marionette-styled frame, is to have a very twitchy movement, very horror character. You now have that just kind of flip over backwards on all fours, upside down, crawling across the ground at typical Warframe speed, whilst attacking with reckless abandon and no disadvantage. That's the way you can kind of frame these things, to go from mechanics to that's just unsettling. Please, someone kill it with fire already. That's where I envisage that kind of thing could be taken. So I'm giving the mechanics here, I'm giving the ideas of how to run the frame, and then it's up to the DM to use the images as inspiration to make the frame as terrifying, as disgusting, as dangerous as they want them to appear. That's how I imagine it coming together. Now, like I say, with the other spells as well, I've done the bits and pieces needed to change them into their own very Warframe things. So we have got, for example, with Kumihimo, rather than being specific threads that players draw out on the map and then decide who steps over it, who doesn't step over it, it's just, are you moving into the area or through the area? Well, now you have to move slower or you risk tripping the wires. That kind of thing. Omamori, conjuring protective charms, works kind of similar to the in-game one, but in this case, rather than triple sixes means immunity the entire time, it's based on the damage received per charm. That kind of thing. And then Bunraku is Bunraku. That one works mostly as it is in-game, in that it strings up a load of people, it's a cone, on a certain event it actually becomes a sphere rather than a cone, and it deals damage with some randomized status effects thrown in there. So altogether, near enough, it captures the very essence of Kome, while still working within the somewhat restricted nature of a tabletop setting where a Warframe is probably dead within 3 to 5 turns. 3 to 5 turns, there's no longer a Warframe, if the players are doing it correctly. If the DM has given a prime Warframe to a bunch of level 3s, then I suggest you speak to your DM and ask, is everything okay at home? Is there a reason they're pissed off? Because that'd be a lore-accurate Warframe versus babies with sticks. Doesn't really end very well. What did I do with Dante since I brought him up? Yeah, so Dante I need to take some serious liberties with to make him work. Because, think about it. If something is using the action economy of D&D and has 3 to 5 turns to live, how do you cast enough spells to feel like Dante? Just how? And I had to do a lot of thinking on this one, I'll be honest. I had to do a lot of thinking. But I think what I've got is a... How far is it up to Dante? How have I done so many Warframes? Here we go. I think I've managed to capture it. You see, with the Initiate, the Adept, the Master, they are Dante-esque, but it's the Prime which really sells it. It was the Prime I was having to work around, because the Prime gets access to that 4th ability, and it's that 4th ability, final verse, where you need all the other castings to matter. So I did 2 things. First of all, with final verse, I changed it from 4 options to 3. So it's now light and light, dark and dark, or light and dork. Light and dork? Light and dark in either order, because then the DM doesn't need to track in which order they've cast things, and it reduces the number of features they need to juggle. Dante Prime doesn't just have light verse and dark verse. Dante Prime has light verse and dark verse as leveled spells, cast as bonus actions. Light word and dark word as cantrips, which have a similar but smaller effect. And then we have as legendary actions light utterance and dark utterance, which are the cantrips but reduced down to only affect a single target. As a result, you then have 3 different ways the DM can create light and dark effects across an entire round. They've got a bonus action, a main action, and legendary action. 5 different castings per turn at maximum. And they can juggle within that to then create the final verse they need without being shoehorned into a very limited selection or just skipping the entire theme. So I think with that, I've managed to capture the theme. I give the impression of Dante just casting and casting and casting and casting. Like, bro, will you stop casting spells for a second? Dante says, no, I will keep casting spells, and then cast again. I think that overall captures the idea. The other aspect that is working with Noctua and how to use that, as well as how to utilize Overguard. So with Noctua, instead of summoning the book and the book is its now thing you continuously use, it is its own spell to do the secondary fire of Noctua, and the primary fire is just its own cantrip straight from the spellbook. So the book is always there. Unlike in Warframe where you turn it on and off whenever you need it, it's not an exalted weapon, it's just part of Dante's kit. And that's how I then manage the whole charge up or limited uses of Noctua itself is, well, it's a spell. It's limited by spell slots. Once those spell slots are used, it's gone. Until the next short rest. It's easily one of the most complicated of all of the frames to play. Easily. Because there's so many bits to juggle, and the idea is that if the DM does not want a complicated one to play, they can go run Excalibur. Shade intentionally thrown. But I think this captures the essence of Dante very nicely. You've got the multicasting, you've got the book, you've got the verses, you've got the final verse, and I've mentioned about the Overguard. It uses not only temporary hit points, as well as outright healing in light verse or just temporary hit points in Triumph, but it's got a very unique and disgustingly powerful effect. While a creature is under the Triumph effect, when it would gain temporary hit points while it already has some, it may add those totals together rather than choosing the higher amount. Because normally in D&D, if you have 10 temporary hit points and you gain 10, you just have 10. Only whilst this effect is active, and it could be active on Dante or any of its allies, that 10 and 10 will scale to 20. All sources of temporary hit points can feed into this, making it very dangerous. And yes, this was playtested. A large group, granted. It was a ultra boss fight. We put the Prime against 6 levels. Were you level 8s? I think it was, Ellie? I think it was 6 level 8s and 6 level 5s, or something like that. Versus this level 19 Prime frame. And it was a good fight. Oh, I didn't just have them against the Prime. They were also up against a Zaku Adept, which was assembled from the trophies of other Warframes that the players had killed up to that point in the playtest campaign. And Dante has just ripped those parts off of them. Stole back the Banshee shoulder, stole back the Equinox armbands, stole back the Nidus greaves to assemble a broken Warframe. And Zaku was there to fight alongside Dante. It was a lovely boss fight. Anyway, yeah, so that is the idea with Dante. Easily the most complicated I've made out of all these, and certainly a major shift away from the design in game to make it work in a D&D setting, and yet still capturing as much of the essence as I can. All the way through. Oh yeah, I'm going to be gushing about that. Anytime I talk about this, I'm going to be gushing about that boss fight. That boss fight just... it worked. Eternalism's the two different squads, the rookie squad and the expert squad together. Eternalism into one location. Under an eclipse. Launched into the final portal. up against a Dante that then tears apart your trophies into a broken ally. I mean, I know I wrote that myself, so I'm literally tooting my own horn here. Don't care. It worked. I love it. And this is going to be the kind of thing that others can do when this is fully published. And that is coming as soon as I get it done. I can't put a date on that because you've seen how quickly I can and can't put together the artwork. I'm doing the best I can in the time that I have spare, in and amongst being an actual content creator as my day job. But we'll get there. When it'll be done, it's going to be a 250 or so page monstrosity, and y'all are going to love it. And to be clear, again, for anyone querying, it will be available completely free, no subscription, no paid access, no nothing. You just go, hey, I want the PDF. Cool, you have it. That's simple. Absolutely free for everyone. Forever. The whole thing. So, that is enough gushing on that for now. That is a couple more of those captures done, and you've seen the process as to how I go about trying to figure adding them in with my limited skill set. We've had the hype from DE. You've had the hype from me. That is where we're going to wrap it up today. Thank you everyone who has joined in and stuck through the stream to this point here. I hope you have been, once again, perhaps a little bit more teased with the details. But that is all we've got time for. I need to absolutely crash out. I will see you again on Sunday for the next Warframe stream. All y'all, have a good one. Bye-bye.